a pleasant good afternoon and happy hockey, everyone. Skip Maryalong, Todd Catula, and Dave Greek here today as the Storm and the Fargo Force get set to play for the second time this season. Storm losing last night to the Dubuque Fighting Saints for the first ever meeting between the two clubs, losing 2-1 the final, which snapped a 4-game winning streak for the Tri-City Storm, where really the Storm have played some great hockey here on this homestand.
Yeah, the Storm's been hot lately. Lost a tough one last night to Dubuque, but big crowd today. The guys are geared up and revved up, ready to play, and it should be an exciting matchup against the Western Conference rival Fargo. And
taking a look back at this current homestand for the Tri-City Storm, doing so winning the first 4 games, starting all the way back against Team USA's under-17s. As you can tell, Brad Shearhorn right now really developing into a terrific player for the Storm.
Yeah, some guys are starting to get hot. Skip for the Storm, Shearhorn being one of those. Matt Johnson, Soren Janssen, some other guys we'll talk about here as we get into the broadcast. But Shearhorn specifically has really picked it up. He really got going the last time he played Fargo with the goal and has just kept that momentum going up until tonight.
Matt Johnson, of course, has continued to be very good for the Tri-City Storm. Soren Jansson's getting back on track. Storm power play also finding a little bit more here. Obviously not scoring yesterday, but more importantly, they've scored now 2 power play goals in the last 3 games. Very important to see, something that head coach Drew Shanek has really felt his team needs to continue to develop and get much better in that column.
Yeah, talking to Coach Shanek, he feels like the team's getting a little more confidence in the power play, and sometimes you just need a couple goals on it to get yourself going. That's happened for the Storm. They've been able to bury the puck. They're getting active in front of the net and working hard for goals. And when you get a couple and get going, it helps lead things on.
And, of course, the Tri-City Storm beating Des Moines in their last victory last Tuesday, a 5-2 explosion for the Storm. 5 goals for the Tri-City Storm on Tuesday, doing so in front of a crowd on Tuesday night that hoping for a good win against Des Moines. Of course, the Storm only playing Des Moines once at home this season. And, of course, again, the Storm losing last night, though, to Dubuque, 2-1 the final. A game in which I think you can classify the Storm did an excellent job. Talking to head coach Drew Shanek after the game, he really felt that was an excellent game by his club, putting up 38 shots on goal and got great goaltending in the third, which we'll talk about here in just a bit. The Fargo Force do come into town here today, where the Storm have now beaten the Fargo Force, now 1-10-2 against the Fargo Force, beating them on November 5th, Todd, 4-3 the final. An impressive game for the Tri-City Storms. We look back at that hockey game where early on in that hockey game, Storm went down early, down 2 goals.
Yeah, the Storm fell behind, as you said, 2-0, but they came back to pick up that 4-3 win. And that was a game where Matt Johnson and Brad Shearhorn, who we just mentioned, they got goals in that game, both of them, and they've both been red hot since that game.
Of course, the Fargo Force are a highly skilled team without 4 of their top players who are off to play at the World Junior A Challenge in Penticton, BC. But you know what? The Storm needed to find a way to win that night, and they did so on November 5th, getting that victory against a good Fargo Force team. It's not going to get any easier here today, which we'll talk about, but you can tell Brad Shearhorn really getting going there, and of course, very important, like you said, getting those guys comfortable here, and it's leading to some success here in this first half of the season. Taking a look, of course, at some of the big players for both these clubs right now. Looking at the Fargo Force, they've got a great player right now in Jimmy Mullen, a Tampa Bay Lightning draft pick this past year in the NHL entry draft, 20 points. Keep in mind, he has not played a ton of games just yet, Todd. In fact, looking at Jimmy Mullen right now, Jimmy Mullen's only played 17 games out of the team's 23. So Mullen, he's put up 20 points, a point per game player. You look at the other two, Chad Demers and Tanner Kiro.
Yeah, Chad Demers and Tanner Kiro. Demers with 6 goals and 10 assists, right up there in the top 10 of the league in scoring with 16 points, and then Kiro comes right back with 7 goals and 11 assists for 18 points. So they've got three guys that are going to come loaded and lots of speed on this team, and those 3 guys leading the charge for the Force.
We take a look at the Tri-City Storm, who have 3 guys right now that are doing an excellent job. Derek Angeli, of course, who leads the team in points at the moment with 7 goals and 6 assists. But how about the emergence of Soren Janssen at the moment? Also 7 goals on the year, 5 assists now for Soren.
Yeah, Soren really playing well, and he's a guy tonight that needs to get untracked, and he was shut down a little bit last night against Dubuque, but coming in today's game, he needs to get right back on track. He's a guy that can score at any time on the ice. He works hard, moves the puck, and he's going to bring something to the table, and he's a guy you need to step up and look to when you need that tough goal.
And, of course, Matt Johnson right now, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points in all. But, really he's known more for being a defensive player, which we talked to him about the overall aspects of his game, playing as a penalty kill guy and also a guy that's more of a defensive forward for the Storm.
Well, I've really become a defensive player in the last couple of years. And lately, it's kind of taken me away from my offensive game. But So this season, I really wanted to focus on trying to get my offensive game back, but also maintain my defensive role. And, you know, I think so far it's been working out pretty well for me, but, I mean, there's still stuff that I need to improve on in both ends.
Tri-City Storm's Matt Johnson, you know, he's been very good here for the Storm, but how about this? In the last 5 games, the goaltending's been the biggest story for the Tri-City Storm, Todd. And we take a look at both these goalies, Christopher Holden, Scott Diebold. Holden started the last 3 straight games. Diebold got the start off the first 2 games here on this homestand, and you take a look at it. Scott Diebold, 2-0-0 in the first 2 games of the homestand, just allowed under a goal per game. Of course, getting the shutout against Team USA, 96.7 save percentage in those 2 games. But you look at him, he's a guy that's future, he's a superstar in this USHL, hopefully, in a couple years to come. And you look at Christopher Holden, where he's done a little bit of the mentoring for Diebold.
Yeah, Holden's a guy that Coach Drew Shennick calls, you know, the elder statesman of the team. He's the older guy. He's not playing for a college scholarship, looking to, you know, get a pro contract when he moves on for here. So he's got a lot to play for. But both goalies playing with a lot of confidence, Skip, doing well, and they're getting good play from the defense in front of them.
And certainly we take a look at the way the goalies have been playing as of late, and we start off with Christopher Holden, of course, who started the last 3 games, and looking at Scott Diebold, where you look at Diebold and Holden here, both making big saves for their team. Last night, Holden made a big save in the 3rd period on a wraparound attempt that ended up being pretty much giving the Storm the opportunity to try to tie up the game late. Both these goalies making some big saves when it's counted here for the Storm.
Yeah, Holden kind of let an easy one get by him early in the game. Dubuque was able to get kind of an easy one, but he really settled in and played well. He made some real athletic saves in that game against Dubuque last night, and definitely did keep the Storm in the game. Today, the goalies for the Storm, they don't need to do anything special. You know, play hard, let the defense work in front of them, and get the win.
Very important. Storm have to keep things to the outside here tonight, which leads us into our newest keys to victory here tonight. It is limiting the shots to the outside, because you look at one of those guys, Jimmy Mullen. He's very good in tight, but they have several other players like Colton St. Clair that can do a little bit of the same. We'll take a look at those keys to victory right now. Talk about limiting the shots, though.
Yeah, you got to make Fargo work for the goals. That's a key. You know, pressure them. Don't let them get a lot of rebounds. You really just have to make them work for the goals and not give up the easy stuff.
Aggressive penalty kill. Storm have been very good here on the homestand. 20 for 22 on the penalty kill.
Keep things simple. I think that's a key word and pretty easy stuff. Don't sit back and watch them. That's easy to do with this team. You got to get bodies on people and really just keep coming at them.
And you take a look at this final key. This may be the most important key here tonight, especially with the highly skilled team and the speed of Fargo. Smart passes to the D zone. Do not give up the transition to the Fargo Force. They can make you pay, so the Storm have to be good here tonight in that aspect. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings at the moment. We do take a look at it here. As you can tell, from top to bottom, Dubuque leads the conference now up 30 points. And the last place team right now has 20 points, tied there with Des Moines and Tri-City. They are tied right there. And you take a look at it, only 5 points separates teams number 2 in the conference to the last place. That just shows you how tight the Western Conference is.
Yeah, at first glance, you look at that stat up there and see Tri-City in last place with only 20 points. But, you know, a big win today, if you can pull one out, puts you right back there in the middle in the thick of things. And another win, you're right there up in the top 3 again in the conference, which is what you want to be at this point of the season.
It's been a very tough conference. Every team above 500 in this conference at the moment. And I tell you right now, it's going to get even more exciting in the second half of the year. But it all starts here this afternoon on Boy Scout night as the Storm and the Fargo Force play for the second time this season. Storm trying to go for 2 straight wins against the Fargo Force here in their 3rd year in franchise history. Storm in their 11th season, and it's on Stormy's 11th birthday on Boy Scout night here at the Storm game. It's the Storm and the Force right back here on KFXL Fox, Nebraska.
Announcing the Viera Wireless Holiday Sweepstakes. You can win one of several trips for 2 to Las Vegas, airfare included, where you'll stay at the famous Paris Hotel at the heart of the Strip, or win a guided and peaceful kayak fly fishing trip. Enter to win at a Viera store or dealer and check out our spectacular weekly holiday deals on our great phones and money-saving plans. And when you switch to Viera, we'll even pay your early contract termination fee. So enter the Viera Wireless Holiday Sweepstakes and experience the Viera value today.
Who are they?
What do they want? In order to save our civilization, we must schmaplicate with a male of your species. In exchange, we offer this.
Schmaplicate? Bud Light?
Here we go!
I'm doing it for all of us.
It's the
sure sign of a good time. The just right taste of Bud Light.
The guys are gone! Here we go!
Grab your sunglasses and a margarita and join us for the New Year's Eve beach party at the Storm game. On December 31st, watch the Storm battle the Omaha Lancers and enjoy the live music of Jimmy Buffett performed by Too Drunk to Fish.
Wasting away again in Margarita.
So roll out the beach towel for a New Year's Eve like never before. Then on New Year's Day, catch the Storm versus Muskegon for an evening of family fun. Welcome 2011 in style with the Tri-City Storm, the #1 party in town. Visit stormhockey.com for more, presented by Viero.
At defense from Powell, Ohio, #4, Jason Binkley. At defense from West Newbury, Massachusetts, #6, Bill Eiserman. At forward from Lakewood, Colorado, #10, Derek Angeline. At forward from Anchorage, Alaska, #16, Brad Shearhorn. And at forward from Stillwater, Minnesota, #26, Matt Johnson. Please welcome to the ice tonight's honorary youth hockey players, including from the sport level, 8-year-old Camden Adden. From the light level, 7-year-old Riley Greiser.
And welcome everybody here to the Viero Event Center, Boy Scout Day here at the Viero Event Center. A sold-out crowd anticipating a big game. A little bit behind schedule here, so we're going to flip it to a quick break. Skip Berry, along with Todd Catula and Dave Greek. All this coming up here in just a bit. The first period around the corner, right here on KFXL, Fox, Nebraska.
Hi, I'm Darren Brown with Thrifty Car Rental and Sales. Everybody knows we rent cars, but did you know we sell cars too? You'll find nearly new car quality at used car prices. All of our cars are hand-picked and inspected before we ever sell one to you. See us online at thriftynE.com. Trade-ins are welcome, and we offer financing and are locally owned. Come take a look. And when you're ready, come talk to me, and I will help you find a great car at a great price. Thrifty Car Rental and Sales, 806 South Central Avenue, Kearney. Be smart, buy thrifty.
The huge holiday savings at Viero continue, and right now it's free phone week. Choose from a select list of free phones, including the Samsung 3370 touchscreen or the Alcatel 255 full QWERTY messaging phone. The list also includes music phones, slider phones, and more. But hurry, free phone week ends December 15th. And when it comes to value, you can see for yourself why Viero stands above the competition in both service and savings. Plus, we'll even pay your early termination fee. Come experience the Viero value today.
Have New Year's Eve to remember with the Tri-City Storm. Stay at the Best Western, the hotel closest to the Viero Event Center, and get 2 storm tickets, 2 drink tickets, free breakfast, and late checkout for only $99. Make a night of it with all your friends and bring in the new year with the Storm and Best Western. Enjoy their new spacious rooms, indoor pool, and hot tub. Call today at 308-234-2541 to book your New Year's Eve package today.
It's true. Santa has helpers at Russell's Appliance Electronics. You'd better get your wish list ready. How about a brand new appliance for your kitchen? Or a flat panel TV for your bedroom? We've got all brands and sizes. Bring your family together with a new addition to your living room. Spruce up your laundry room with a new washer and dryer. Russell's Appliance Electronics is the place to shop this season in the Ponderosa Mall, Kearney.
And welcome, everybody. A pleasant good afternoon and happy hockey, everyone. Skip Berry along Todd Gatula. The Storm and the Fargo Force tonight getting ready to battle off here as the Storm and the Fargo Force have already played here this season on November 5th. Storm getting that victory 4-3. Todd Gatula, Skip Berry, Dave Grieg, all this coming up here in just a bit. But Todd, an exciting time here with the sold-out crowd, the first of the season.
Yeah, we've got a packed house this afternoon full of people. It's Boy Scout Day here. Crowd of over 4,000 people, standing room only. Matchup between Fargo and Tri-City is always a good one, and it's going to be a fun afternoon, so sit tight.
Absolutely, as the crowd gets ready for the anticipation down below, and it is one of those games in which the Storm here tonight get a chance to try to get back on the winning streak, losing last night, snapping a 4-game winning streak. The Dubuque Fighting Saints doing so. Let's take a look at tonight's starting netminders for both teams here tonight, starting off with Fargo's netminder, and starting in net tonight for the Fargo Force, it will be Zane Gothberg. He did not play last night as he ended up watching his counterpart, Ryan Massa, getting the start and making 16 saves on 16 shots. Zane Gothberg 5-3-0, 2.39 goals against average. Not quite a 90% save percentage. Starting in net tonight for the Storm, Scott Diebel, 4-2-2, a 2.57 goals against average and a 91.5 save percentage as the starting of the hockey game to resume here as the opening face-off taken, and it is the Storm that get the puck in deep now in the Fargo zone. Off to the outside right circle. With it, it is the Fargo Force. With it now, Brian Cooper wearing number 13 today. That's Justin Wade's number. However, they had a quick little emergency here as the Storm now go back in their own end to try to retrieve the puck. Fargo, though, has it. It is Mullen trying to center it out in front. No one's home. All the way back to the neutral zone. Yavenko with it. Yavenko sends it now to Mullen. Mullen, a terrific young player here. Brings it across the attack blue line on left wing, giving it off there. It's now deflected, intercepted, and taken here by Murphy. Murphy down across the blue line, moving in. His shot goes up into the left corner and out of play. And that'll stop play here with 42 seconds into period number 1. No score between the Storm and the Force.
This Fargo team, Skip, is a really quick team that likes to get up and down the ice. Very aggressive on offense. The Storm's going to have to work hard on defense to get bodies on people, especially in the open ice, and make sure they're matching up so Fargo doesn't come loose.
And an exciting game here as the Storm and the Fargo Force certainly having a little difficulty getting here in the afternoon. Guys not used to the lunchtime when they have to eat about a couple hours earlier than normal, and of course even earlier breakfast. You got to start the metabolism a little earlier. Never easy as the puck goes out of play. We'll redo the draw there in the left circle in the Fargo zone. Zane Gothberg, by the way, you may not know, Zane Gothberg, a NHL draft pick by the Boston Bruins this past year. The Fargo Force have 4 NHL prospects who have been drafted on their roster.
Yeah, this is a Fargo team expected to come in and was favored entering the season to win the conference. So they're not at the top right now, but right in the thick of things, as is the Storm.
Here's now an opportunity in the lineup here. Nick Lappin, wasn't sure if he's going to be in the lineup here today. Ends up being put into the lineup, replacing Luke Saylor, who almost thought he was going to get a start here tonight to play for the Storm. Puck now comes into the attack zone here for Fargo, but taken away here. Now Colomatis banks it up off the right glass and out to center. Sent right back in from the neutral zone by the Force.
Both teams feeling each other out here a little bit, as you see a lot of times early in a hockey game, and just trying to get in the flow of the game.
There's the puck outside, now the right circle, and with it, it is the Fargo Force trying to get to it down in the right corner, comes back out now and up on left wing. With it is Brian Ward flipping it ahead now for Soren Janssen, who sends it in deep, but Gothberg to play the puck behind his own net. Now a loose puck comes up towards the left wing side here for Fargo, who escape out to the neutral zone. With it now on the attack, here comes the Force. Nice little play here, opportunity and a shot to the net there by Willie Corinne. Goes high and out of play. Tyler Majeri nearly setting him up. Majeri 2 goals in the last game there for the Fargo Force. Last time these two teams played here on November 5th.
Yeah, give Rick Pinkston a nice credit there for making a good play to get in there and get a stick on the puck and knock that one away.
Face-off staying in the zone because of it as a shot now in off the draw. Taken there by the Fargo Force is Willie Corinne. Corinne tries to spin around, put a shot to the net, can't do so. Taken away here, now the Storm with it. Up the left wing side is Puskaric getting it out to center ice. Now knocked right back in. Slowed down there by Scott Diebold, who returns to the starting net here as the last 3 games being played there by Christopher Holden. Storm right now having a 1A, a 1B so far, and certainly they've played like it here in the last 5 games. Just 7 goals allowed here by the netminders in the last 5 games. The puck goes down to the left corner, now comes back near the blue line out of the Fargo zone. Binkley just playing it to the right wing side, trying to see if he can work it right back in. Force take it right back, and now with it, up the right wing side, the Force played in deep, and now a chase for the puck here. No icing here, so the Storm have to play it quickly as Eiserman giving off to Binkley. Quickly ahead now to Angeli. Angeli feeding it to Soren Janssen, tries to break away up the left wing side, moves in, his shot, and a save made there by Gothberg, and now goes off to the left corner. Force trying to kick it out of the zone, stabbing at it there, unsuccessful though, and now goes back to Binkley. His shot from the point gets blocked down in front, and the Force come away with it here. As going back to try to get it is Jacob Bacha. Bacha tries to flip it to center, now it's carried out to center ice. As with it again, here come the Force. Moving in on the attack opportunity, a shot to the net, and Diebold makes the save as coming down, trying to get the shot, Justin Scott, but Justin Scott finding just the midsection there of Diebold. And you can see right there the Fargo Force, they're very quick in transition, which makes those new West keys to victory all the important of not turning the puck over in your own zone, but right there in transition, they can still burn you.
Yeah, Diebold made a nice stop there. Not too difficult to stop, not a real difficult shot to stop, but nice to get warmed up here early and make a quick stop.
Here's the puck now as it goes along the goal line. Kiro tries to backhand it in, he scores. Tanner Kiro backhands it home off the end boards, and just like that, 3 minutes and 36 seconds into this opening period, it is Tanner Kiro who nets the goal and gives the Force the 1-0 lead. For Kiro, it's his 8th of the season, 19 points in all now.
Yeah, nice move by Kiro there that time. The puck kind of popped loose. He said, look what I found, and just kind of stood at the net a little bit, and it got by Diebold there, just on the right side there, just inside the pipe, between the pad and the pipe there, and Fargo takes the early 1-0 lead. 16 minutes, 18 seconds here left in the first period.
Now the puck still inside the Fargo zone here as the Storm try to see if they can get a goal back. Comes out to center. Brandon Fisher back in the lineup here tonight as Zach Rawl injured last night. So now the puck up ahead. The bouncing puck is loose and it gets sniped right back into the Storm zone where it's Fisher playing cross ice off to Pinkston, but it moves right past Pinkston. Pinkston now tries to retrieve it. Storm wearing specialty jerseys here this afternoon. As Pinkston plays it up the left wing side, and it goes in now to the Fargo zone. Moving in is Ward. Ward moves in, his shot, and that one misses the net. Brian Ward looking for his first of the season. Not able to get it there. Now here's the Force, though. In transition again, a shot towards the Storm net going wide. Comes back to Raycamp, and Joe Raycamp puts it wide. Picked off the boards here. Now it's Carpenter moving up ice. Up the right wing side. Tries to bank it in deep. Now catches up to the loose puck in the right circle in the Fargo zone. Carpenter will get tied up against the boards there. And still, the pursuit for the puck continues. Here's the puck now. Center ice. With it again. Here comes the Fargo Force. A pass cross ice is taken back here. Carpenter has it. Checked on the play there. But he's able to work it down the ice it goes. And once again returning it up quickly, there's Dan Weisenhofer. Weisenhofer plays it into the Storm zone. Race for the puck there. Nick Oliver gets there. No icing on the play. The play continues on. Is trying to get to it is Dan Kolomatis. Letting it now be picked up here by Janssen to center ice, trying to feed it up ahead. Andrew Durantes forces it out of across the blue line. Played right back into the Storm zone. Middleton will just play it quickly ahead there, and Durantes will go off for a change as he taps it in deep now in the Fargo zone. 14:37 to go in this opening period. It is the Fargo Force that have a 1-0 lead as Tanner Kiro netting the lone goal here so far in this hockey game. Sent in deep now here by the Force. Getting to it, there's Diebold. He'll just play it up around the left wing side. Storm catch up to it. It is Janssen in transition, and now moving ahead. There's a great opportunity there for Angeli. He's hooked on the play. Penalty upcoming here against the Fargo Force. As a shot comes in by Pinkston right into the glove of Gothberg, and a great play there by Johnson and Angeli. Johnson led the rush there, and then passed off there to Angeli. Almost could have been 1-1.
Yeah, real good effort there on the toe of the score. Had a nice opportunity to get a goal. They picked up the pace there just a bit in the last minute or two after giving up the early goal. And, I can't sit back and watch it against a team like Fargo. We talk about their team speed, which they heard probably repeat a few times during this crowd. They've got speed, and to offset that, you've got to physical and get bodies on their guys.
Storm to go on their first power play of the night, down 1-0. With it now is the Storm trying to play it out in front there, and going to the goal mouth was Cody Murphy, but he runs right into the goal and knocks it off, moving the face-off outside the zone with exactly 14 minutes remaining in this first period, and it's 1-0 in favor of Fargo. Tanner Kiro at the moment, unassisted goal, as the Storm right now trying to see if they can get on the power play. Just 2 for 8 here in the last 3 games of the power play, but much better improvement so far.
It's Stormy's birthday, as people just saw there on that sign. 11th birthday for the Storm mascot. I also hear it's somebody else in the booth's birthday today, so quick happy birthday, even though I know you're not supposed to do that on the air, Skip.
Well, appreciate it. As the puck now goes all the way down the ice, as Kenny Brooks also celebrating his 19th birthday. And trying to see if he can get a victory on his birthday here, and it'd be nice to see if he can get a goal here tonight. As the puck now played in deep here for the Storm, 1:30 left on the power play. On that last goal, by the way, by Tanner Kiro, Jimmy Mullen picks up yet another point on the season, as he now has 21 points, getting the assist on that goal. Here's the puck back to the point. Played off to the side, top left circle. It's Johnson sending cross ice. Pinkston's shot moves wide of the Fargo net and now comes all the way back to center. Controlling it there is Denis. Denis down across the attack blue line. He moves in. Tries to shift his way to the front side of the net. Now plays it there. Shot to the net. Saved away there by Gothberg. Back and behind the net. It'll be Angeli trying to get to it. And now it's backhanded towards the left point where it's played back in behind the Fargo goal by Denis. But the Fargo Force catch up to it, and they clear it down the length of the ice. Just 49 seconds left in the power play.
We've talked about this before. A lot of times the power play are obviously looking to get a goal, but that's not always the measure of success when you're talking power play. Sometimes you can get some momentum off of that. If the Storm's not able to get a goal here in the power play, you still look to come out of that feeling good about yourselves and what you accomplished during those 2 minutes.
Now the puck in around to the outside right circle near the half wall, goes back to the point. Storm swinging around from there. It is teed up here by Binkley, redirected in front there by the Storm as Busquets tries to get it in on net, but it goes now played there by Fargo and out of play, but again goes wide, and all of a sudden Storm trying to do some right things here so far. Hard to see from our angle. We're all the way on the opposite end, so trying to see it all the way maybe about 250 feet away. Not as easy, but it looks like that deflection there by Busquets, just trying to redirect it there. And all of a sudden, those are the kind of goals that the Storm, they start doing those types of things, trying to deflect it, especially on the power play, they might score some goals. But here's now Janssen moving, and his shot to the net. And Gothberg struggles to keep control of that with 16 seconds left on the power play. 12:27 left here on this first period clock, where the Storm trailing here 1-0, out shooting Fargo though 6-2, and of course a lot of that happening here on the power play.
Yeah, nice shot on goal there, and Gothberg couldn't handle it clean, but was able to get it covered up right away before the Storm could rush the net and get a blade on it.
Here's the face-off now from the left circle. It is Janssen winning it to the front side, tries to play it back in front. It's taken away here, and the Fargo Force move in transition with it. Up the left wing side, here come the Force. Moving in and sliding down to his front side is Joe Raycamp, and it's turned over here, and the Storm have it from their own zone. It is Kenny Brooks getting hooked up again on the play. This one gets pushed out to center ice, where it gets played back in behind the Fargo net. The Fargo Force have it, and they now move back the other way with it. Back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Moving in. There's a shot coming in there, and that one's taken by Joe Raycamp. Went to Breck High School, and now in his second year here in the USHL. A great player in high school, scored a lot of goals there in that lesser tier of hockey. As the puck goes all the way down the ice here, not enough icing. The play continues on. Here's now the Force to center with it there. Played ahead, now an opportunity. There's a shot coming in there, and a save made there by Diebold, and he hangs on to it with 11:33 to go here in this opening period. The Storm are down by a goal, but getting shots to the net. We'll come back more of the first period next right here on KFXL Fox, Nebraska.
Hi, I'm Darren Brown with Thrifty Car Rental and Sales. Everybody knows we rent cars, but did you know we sell cars too? You'll find nearly new car quality at used car prices. All of our cars are hand-picked and inspected before we ever sell one to you. See us online at thriftyne.com. Trade-ins are welcome, and we offer financing and are locally owned. Come take a look. And when you're ready, come talk to me, and I will help you find a great car at a great price. Thrifty Car Rental and Sales, 806 South Central Avenue, Kearney. Be smart, buy thrifty.
The huge holiday savings at Viero continue, and right now it's free phone week. Choose from a select list of free phones, including the Samsung 3370 touchscreen or the Alcatel 255 full QWERTY messaging phone. The list also includes music phones, slider phones, and more. But hurry, free phone week ends December 15th. And when it comes to value, you can see for yourself why Viero stands above the competition in both service and savings. Plus, we'll even pay your early termination fee. Come experience the Viero value today.
Have New Year's Eve to remember with the Tri-City Storm. Stay at the Best Western, the hotel closest to the Viero Event Center, and get 2 storm tickets, 2 drink tickets, free breakfast, and late checkout for only $99. Make a night of it with all your friends and bring in the new year with the Storm and Best Western. Enjoy their new spacious rooms, indoor pool and hot tub. Call today at 308-234-2541 to book your New Year's Eve package today.
It's true! Santa has helpers at Russell's Appliance and Electronics. You'd better get your wish list ready. How about a brand new appliance for your kitchen? Or a flat panel TV for your bedroom? We've got all brands and sizes. Bring your family together with a new addition to your living room. Spruce up your laundry room with a new washer and dryer. Russell's Appliance and Electronics is the place to shop this season in the Ponderosa Mall, Kearney.
Welcome back, everybody, to this continuance of the first period where the Storm trailing here 1-0. Skip Berry along Todd Catula. We'll talk with Dave Greek coming up here in just a bit after the first period. We'll be talking with the head coach, Drew Shinnick. As the puck now played into the Storm zone after a draw, it's taken over here by Kenny Brooks, and he now gets it to the neutral zone and just sends it in deep now into the Fargo end. After it there is Cody Murphy, but he can't get there in time. Bacha has it, and he'll just try to work it to center. Does, but it's nearly turned over right at the Storm blue line. Indeed, it is turned over. It is Pinkston ahead now for Brooks. Stretching a pass up the right wing side, moving in, a shot to the net there, and that one misses wide to the left. Off to the left corner, and it's played to center here by Fargo.
Storm's getting some opportunities here. Out shooting Fargo right now 6-3. So they've been real aggressive after giving up that first goal and getting some nice looks at the net here.
There's the puck now up the right wing side. This one gets played into the Fargo end as it goes around the boards, and now it's going to be knocked to center ice here, and the bouncing puck is loose, taken over, and the Force now get it in deep. Trying to catch up to it here. It will be the Fargo Force getting it up into the left corner where the puck is taken out by the Force, knocked down into the right corner, and now it is Mullen trying to get after it here as the puck gets pushed around the boards and knocked out towards the neutral zone, but it comes right back in, and now catching up to it there is the Storms. Simone Denis has a shot going right in on Gothberg, is saved away there by Gothberg with 10:04 to go here in this first period. One of these things about these specialty jerseys, you never know what you're going to get, and well, in this situation, if you take a look at it, very hard to see the numbers from where we're at least.
Hey, let's just come out and say it. You got red letters on purple, and we obviously didn't get to sign off on those, did we, Skip, before they made those? But yeah, they're a little hard to see as we do the broadcast here, but we'll do our best and be just fine.
As the puck now gets sent back now into the Force zone, it gets taken over here, and now it's played up towards the left corner and played around now along the end boards. As the puck now gets taken here, cross ice pass, moving in, a shot towards the net, gets batted up in the air, knocked back down and trying to get to it. Mao Jerry, and he fires it now back to the blue line where it gets sent wide of the net. Corinne now with it. Corinne looking back out in front, trying to get it there to Weisenhofer. Weisenhofer tees it up, shot towards the net. That one's blocked down in front there. Storm trying to work it out. Shearhorn tries to get to it, tries to play it out of the zone. Carpenter could not quite do so, and it's sent still inside the Storm zone. Now outside the left circle, moving in, opportunity here. Oliver in front, taken away there last second, but now knocked towards the front side of the net where Diebold will just be wise to cover it up here with 9:10 to go here in this first period. And it is 1-0 in favor of the Force.
That one got a little tricky in there, just kind of the puck just kind of dancing around. Nobody could really get a stick on it, and Diebold finally able to come in and just get it covered up and end that play. This Fargo team, Skip, we talked about, they've got a lot of experienced guys and a veteran team who've played in a couple of championships and some big USHL games the last 2 seasons in the finals, and Coach Shinnick mentioned that, but good thing to remember when it comes to Fargo is they've got some guys who've been in the big games and really have some nice experience.
There's Durantes flipping it out off the right wing boards. This one goes out to center, knocked right back in, and now it gets taken there by Diebold. He slows it down. Fisher will try to get to it. He does get to it. Now Pinkston with it. Up now the right wing side, it is Durantes. trying to play it ahead for Middleton. Now played in deep into the Fargo zone. Back to get it. Wearing 13 today, it is Brian Cooper. Justin Wade's 6'1", Cooper 5'9", so you can tell by the height difference there, as Cooper a smaller defenseman, but very good play for the Junior A team for Team USA in Penticton, BC, where Team USA ended up winning gold medal there. As here's the puck to center, knocked back towards the Storm blue line, now recovered here, and with it the Fargo Force have it. And coming in, it is Garrett Harr. Harr gets it back to the top of the left circle. It's a shot by Tanner Lane, goes towards the net, does not get there. It's Tanner Lane, a draft prospect of the Atlanta Thrashers. It's Raycamp though. In with Lane along the end boards. The battle for the puck goes out in front into the right circle, taken away there. And with it, it will be the Storm's Nick Lappin to play it up in towards the Fargo zone. Now taken back here. The Fargo Force have it turned over. Opportunity. Shot there by Lappin is blocked away. And the Force come away with it in transition. Ahead now on the play and an opportunity. It will be Raycamp. Raycamp now to the top right circle for Kiro. Stolen away there. And it is Lappin once again with it. And he plays it down the ice. This will be icing here. As getting back to touch it up is Oleg Yavenko, meaning the Storm cannot change. The Force can, and a face-off all the way back in the Tri-City zone.
An interesting first 12, 13 minutes here. Kind of a little bit of a slower-paced game, even though Fargo likes to get up and down the ice. The Storm's done a fairly nice job of keeping Fargo in check and from getting in the open ice, but getting bodies on people. I know we've said that a couple times already, but it's a real key to this game as Fargo's a little bit more of a finesse team and likes to get up and down the Storm, at least tonight, likes to get bodies on people, maybe plays a little more physical game than Fargo probably likes to play.
And the puck now, bottom of the right circle, a tough angle shot there by Mullen, who assisted on the goal there for Tanner Kiro's 8th of the season, picking up another point on the night. As the puck comes up the right wing side, and it is all the way back to retrieve it. Mullen, Jimmy Mullen from Cincinnati, Ohio, going off to Miami University. Be there next season. Likely you're going to see this guy one day in the NHL the way he's been playing. Here's the puck now, cross ice ahead. It is Mullen once again. Mullen moves in, drops a pass through his legs, back near the top of the right circle area where Weisenhofer's blast gets to the net. But now the Storm work it away, and with it, it is Soren Janssen, chips it ahead. Tries to play it there to Derek Angeli, knocked backwards here, and the Fargo Force come away with it. In transition, they just send it in deep, and the Force will complete a change, allowing the Storm to get to this puck from their own zone. It is Heiserman playing up the right wing side. It gets deflected now in deep into the Fargo zone. With it, Cooper sends it back behind his own net. Storm getting a let's go Storm chant. Here's the shot now down to Gofford. Gets saved away there, and he hangs on to it with 6:31 to go here in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of the Fargo Force. As a check there by Johnson. Lets that puck come free, and then a quick shot there from the point. Able to get right in on net. Here's the puck now. Taken here by the Fargo Force. Chipping it ahead. Force try to get it in deep. It will be Corinne, though, watching to go back and behind him as Majeri tries to get to him on the transition. But the Storm doing a good job so far, not letting Fargo get really set up too deep here. They've had a couple chances, but here's now a chance to the net, and it's saved away there by Diebold off to the side. With it is Carpenter. Carpenter gets it to center, just bounces it up off the wall, down the ice, but it comes right back to Carpenter in the neutral zone.
Talked about this big crowd here today, Skip. The barn's full, and the Storm really like to get a goal here before closing out the first period. See if it can get this big crowd back into it a little bit and get that energy level back up and ride that out a little.
Puck now taken over here to the Fargo Force with it. It'll be once again the defenseman Cooper playing it up into the right corner. Around the boards it goes, as is the Fargo Force trying to get to it, but unable to do so. Nate Arns and the Storm have it as Arns send it right back in behind the goal. Now Durante's upended. Play continues on as it gets pushed off to the side there by Diebold, coming off the end boards back in front. Here's Arns though on a steal, getting it in front. Opportunity there. And Brandon Fisher didn't see Nate Arns coming in. This is the speed of the Fargo Force right here. Very quick team. It's Yavenko now outside the left circle. He moves in, looks in front, the puck up in the air, and is taken away here by Puskaric. He tries to play it off the wall out to center, can't do so. The Force again keep it in, and now the Storm having some troubles here with this fourth line on the ice, trying to get off, and finally they will get off as they will go to the bench, get replaced, and the Force now come right back into the zone. Left wing side, moving in with a shot there. It is Nate Arntz, and he will get it in on Diebold, who makes the save and hangs on to it with 4:51 to go here in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of the Fargo Force as we take a look at the Force's offense this season. And, you know, you take a look at it, really, Fargo Force certainly have had not as much success in the goals for department this season. 11th right now in the league, and you look at their goals against, though, 5th, and of course you'd expect that because they've got guys like Zane Gothberg and also Ryan Massa. 2 good goalies there for them, and in the top 5 now in the goals against average.
Yeah, Fargo in their last 6 games have scored 27 goals. They're 4-2 in that span, so they've averaged a little over 4.5 goals a game here over the last 5-6 contests.
Here's the puck now, back behind the Fargo net. The Force have it. Indeed, they have been very good here, only losing 2 of their last 6, but make it 5 wins in their last 7. All that happening after they got their players back from the Junior A Challenge. It's amazing when you get the top end guys back, how all of a sudden your team's different. Here's now Colomatis. It is up to Angeli. Angeli stick handles in the neutral zone. Lost the puck, comes backwards now to Colomatis. He brings it across the blue line, getting ridden on from behind there by Mullen. Penalty upcoming. This is going to go against Jimmy Mullen, who was holding on to the defenseman Dan Colomatis, who's trying to get a little burst of speed into the zone there, and a good job there by Colomatis. Getting held up there from behind. Colomatis gets the shot through and doesn't give up the play. Now the Storm get their 2nd power play of the game. An important power play here. You've got to see some results eventually. Storm didn't get any power play goals last night. The last 3 games, so 2 for 8 points tonight. Now 2 for 9, including this game in the last 4.
Yeah, they're due. They've been inconsistent with that this year. Some nights they've been not good on the power play, and other nights they've been just very average, and they're overdue, if anything, to try to get one. And let's see if they can, make something happen here with 3:44 left here in the period.
Kenny Brooks with the puck. Fans try to cheer on the Storm, get things going here. It is moved down underneath. Opportunity from the right corner, back to the point. Binkley cross ice pass, given back now over to Binkley. Binkley's shot redirects up into the slot, taking control of here, and now a tripping there in the slot, but no call is made here by the referee tonight. As the puck goes all the way down the ice, back the other way. Here's the puck now into the Fargo zone. It goes back and behind the net where it's played around. Storm trying to keep it in. Kevin Curtis watches on the referee tonight. The linesman, by the way, Andrew Gray and Kyle Larson, as a shot now from the top right circle, moves wide of the Fargo's goal there, and it goes back now to Pinkston. Hard to see from our angle. Like I said, folks, this is not an easy angle from where we're at least for right now. Here's Binkley now, up the right wing side, trying to feed it up to Soren Janssen. This is played in deep into the right corner. It'll be taken there by Yavenko. He tries to play it out, cannot. Good job there by Janssen. Tries to get a shot to the net, but that one is snuck wide with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in this opening period. And it's 1-0 in favor of Fargo right now as the Storm not seeing any results here on this power play. Not a lot of shots to the net, shots towards the net, but not on. Janssen down across the attack blue line. He moves in. Tries to move it up towards the right wing side, but it now gets played all the way back down the ice. Moving down with it here, it is Lappin. Lappin stick handles, plays it to center, giving ahead. Now it's Cody Murphy with it. Cody Murphy down across the attack blue line. He has it. The puck is loose up into the right circle. Yavenko tries to get to it. Tries to play it off the wall and does up towards the right wing side, but a good job there by the Storm. They stop the Force's momentum to get out of zone and transition. Power play though over for the Storm. Or at least don't give up a shorthanded goal there. Nick Oliver was able just to play it all the way down the ice.
Power play a little choppy. The Storm never could really get in a good flow and get set up and accomplish much as Fargo did a nice job on D there.
All the way down the ice, the puck will go. Not good enough for icing here. The linesman waves it off, and now he goes down on the play, gets right back up and tries to get out of the way. Here's Shearhorn trying to keep the puck along the blue line. Over to Binkley. Binkley's shot towards the net comes off the left corner. It is again Carpenter trying to go after it here. Carpenter tonight wearing number 28, not number 20. That is his normal number on the season. But some jersey switches here for both teams even. Don't you love that, Todd?
Keep us on our toes.
That's exactly it. Right there now as the puck moves into the Storm zone. It is Iserman playing it off to Binkley. Carpenter now will go up the right wing side. After him there, it is Mullen, and now it's played in deep here into the Fargo zone where Gothberg just plays it in behind his own net, leaving it there, and the Force utilizing the transition here to get it in deep, and once again in behind that goal. They like to set up from behind the goal. That's where they scored their last goal. It was Kiro out front, but it all started from behind the net. And now shot there from the right point goes in on net, and a save once again there by Diebold. Shot there by Brandon Carlson does not get through. Remains 1-0. the 10th shot on goal here for the Fargo Force tonight. Storm have gotten 10 shots on goal, and Todd, really, quality of opportunities have been there again for the Storm so far, but they're just not quite getting the goals just yet. They got it Tuesday night in that 5-2 victory over Des Moines.
Yeah, I think one thing I've noticed so far this afternoon is Zane Gothberg, the Fargo netminder. He stops stuff pretty clean. He hasn't given the Storm a lot of opportunities on rebound attempts, which is where you get a lot of goals in front of the net.
Now the puck goes back off to the side. Diebel just quickly covers up as the opportunity there nearly gets to the front of the net, but Diebel just going to go ahead and be content to slow down the pace of play here, where right now the Fargo Force really haven't taken over this game by any means, and it's kind of weird. It's a game that really hasn't found any flow to it just yet.
Yeah, it kind of feels like when you see the first couple minutes when they're feeling each other out, it feels like the whole period's kind of been like that for 20 minutes. They've been feeling each other out, other than the goal that Fargo's able to sneak in there. Yeah, you're right, just kind of choppy and not a real consistent flow to the game.
Well, keep in mind, the Storm look very different from the time that they played the Fargo Force the first time around. They have new guys in the lineup, I should say, guys like Lappin, Carpenter, even look down the list here, and really, the only guy that really is maybe played against this Fargo Force team was Derek Angeli back on November 5th. So Storm have a few new faces here. Here's the transition back the other way. An opportunity. Diebel gets his pad over and makes the save. Willie Coran opportunity there. The Fargo Force are going to go on a power play here, though, as the period comes to an end. They'll go on the power play to begin period number 2 as an interference call will be assessed against the Tri-City Storm. And so the Storm, who trail after 1, are down a man to start period number 2. We have so much coming up here on KFXL Fox Nebraska. Stay tuned. In just a bit, we'll talk about one of the Storm players' hobbies that he likes to do. Involves his car. More to come about that here in just a bit. We'll talk about this first period indeed, as well as look at the highlights from this opening period right here on KFXL Fox Nebraska.
Experience the original Riverdance, the entertainment event that continues to electrify audiences around the world as the Chicago Tribune cheers. It's unforgettable.
March 23rd at the Viero Event Center in Kearney.
Check out shopping trips this holiday season on the bricks in downtown Kearney.
Out of all the reindeers, you know you're the mastermind. Run, run.
Let shopping trips help you with all your gift giving and decorating ideas.
Run, run, Rudolph. Santa's gotta make it to town.
Shopping trips in downtown Kearney.
KFXL and the Storm believe that doing well in school leads to great things. That's why we're teaming up to bring you another year of Grades for Blades. If you've earned an A or perfect attendance during the last semester of school, log on to foxnebraska.com and download the Grades for Blades form. Mail it in and we'll send you a voucher for a free Storm ticket with the purchase of adult admission. Here's to a great school year from KFXL and the Storm.
Announcing the Viero Wireless Holiday Sweepstakes. You can win one of several trips for 2 to Las Vegas, airfare included, where you'll stay at the famous Paris Hotel at the heart of the Strip, or win a guided and peaceful kayak fly fishing trip. Enter to win at a Viero store or dealer and check out our spectacular weekly holiday deals on our great phones and money-saving plans. And when you switch to Viero, we'll even pay your early contract termination fee. So enter the Viero Wireless Holiday Sweepstakes and experience the Viero value today.
Grab your sunglasses and a margarita and join us for the New Year's Eve beach party at the Storm game. On December 31st, watch the Storm battle the Omaha Lancers and enjoy the live music of Jimmy Buffett performed by Too Drunk to Fish.
Wasting away again in Margarita.
So roll out the beach towel for a New Year's Eve like never before. Then on New Year's Day, catch the Storm versus Muskegon for an evening of family fun. Welcome 2011 in style with the Tri-City Storm, the #1 party in town. Visit stormhockey.com for more, presented by Viero. And welcome back, everybody. The Storm down 1-0. Dave Greig down below, standing by with the assistant coach Eric Fink.
Welcome back to the Vero Event Center. Coach, this is Eric Fink, assistant head coach for the Tri-City Storm. You guys are down 1-0 after the first period. How tough is it to give up that early goal and have to kind of play catch-up the entire first period?
Well, unfortunately, we did give up that first goal, but I guess it's one thing that we have done a lot this year, so we've been in this situation before, and we know what it takes to come back from, and hopefully we do that.
You guys are 0 for 2 on the power play. What kinds of things are you going to have to do to get some more shots and possibly put one in the back of the net?
Well, we've got to get the puck first. We've been dumping it. We haven't been able to get control of it. When the D get it, we got to make sure we get it all the way through to the net. Hopefully we generate some sort of a rebound and we can generate some offense that way.
That's assistant head coach Eric Fink. We'll send it back upstairs to Tagatula.
At the end of the first period over the Tri-City Storm at the Vero Event Center here in Kearney. When Matt Johnson's dad bought him a new truck at the age of 14, he was just 2 years away from being able to drive it. At the same time, he was just happy to have a set of wheels to get around his hometown of Stillwater, Minnesota. But it didn't take long for Johnson to turn his first truck into something a little more special than most teenage rides.
It's an 05 turbo diesel Ford F-250. It's I got it from my dad. He always wanted me to have a big car, be safe in.
Does this truck match your personality? Is Matt Johnson's personality similar to the truck?
It kind of is. You know, sometimes in the cold, you know, she gets really sassy, but it's kind of like when I don't get my sleep. But I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It kind of just suits me. So.
So why a truck and not a car?
I don't know. I'm just a truck guy. You know, so I don't know. Some people like to have the little cars, you know, but I've always liked trucks. My favorite feature is definitely this right here. This is the key to the truck. This is what makes my truck go faster and what helps it save gas.
So tell me a little bit about the sound system in there and how everything about it.
All right, well I put in a 7-inch ExoVision navigation, touchscreen, deck, whatever you guys want to call it. Then these right here, these bad boys, are my subs. I have 3 of them. This one and the one back here are my 2 12-inch duals, and then this one is my baby. It's my 10-inch kicker. That's the one that's the loudest.
What do you enjoy about working on it?
You know, I don't know. It's like my free time, my release, it makes me feel, you know, fun, and it's what makes me happy, I guess.
So are you a redneck or a city boy?
Probably definitely a redneck.
It's important to note that Johnson made most of those improvements to his truck on his own. He's really got himself into it. He said he spent more than $10,000 after buying it, just in improvements alone. And yes, he says he's not finished yet. Back here at the Vero Event Center, where the Tri-City Storm trails the Fargo Force 1-0 here at the end of the first period, you're listening to KFXL Fox, Nebraska.
Have New Year's Eve to remember with the Tri-City Storm. Stay at the Best Western, the hotel closest to the Vero Event Center, and get 2 storm tickets, 2 drink tickets, free breakfast, and late checkout for only $99. Make a night of it with all your friends and bring in the new year with the Storm and Best Western. Enjoy their new spacious rooms, indoor pool and hot tub. Call today at 308-234-2541 to book your New Year's Eve package today.
It's true. Santa has helpers at Russell's Appliance and Electronics. You'd better get your wish list ready. How about a brand new appliance for your kitchen? Or a flat panel TV for your bedroom? We've got all brands and sizes. Bring your family together with a new addition to your living room. Spruce up your laundry room with a new washer and dryer. Russell's Appliance Electronics is the place to shop this season in the Ponderosa Mall, Kearney.
The huge holiday savings at Viero continue, and right now it's Free Phone Week. Choose from a select list of free phones, including the Samsung 3370 touchscreen or the Alcatel 255 full QWERTY messaging phone. The list also includes music phones, slider phones, and more. But hurry, Free Phone Week ends December 15th. And when it comes to value, you can see for yourself why Viero stands above the competition in both service and savings. Plus, we'll even pay your early termination fee. Come experience the Viero value today.
Welcome back to the Viero Event Center, where Tri-City is trailing Fargo 1-0 after the first intermission, or we're in the first intermission, I should say. Today's a pretty special day here at the Viero Event Center. It's Tri-City Storm Hockey and Stormy's 11th birthday. But what do you get for an abominable snowman who already has everything? Let's take a look at Stormy's wish list.
Attention all Storms fans, we have Stormy celebrating his 11th birthday. Let's give him a big round of applause. 1, 2, ready, go. Happy birthday from Applebee's to you. We wish it was our birthday so we could party too. Hey, happy birthday, may all your dreams come true. We wish it was our birthday so we could party too. Hey, happy birthday, Stormy. Now what are you gonna wish for?
Happy birthday, Stormy. It's all yours.
I'm glad it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Here comes Stormy with the puck down across the attack blue line. He moves in, takes a slap shot, scores! Stormy wins it in overtime. You can put in the win column. The Tri-City Storm are Clark Cup champions.
They say it's your birthday. We're gonna have a good time. I'm glad it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Well, happy birthday indeed for Stormy. Who would have thought 11 years of that guy, and I guess it never really gets old, does it?
No, it's been a fun 11 years, huh?
Absolutely. And we look back at this first period for the Tri-City Storm and looking at it, down 1-0 here, and early on, Fargo getting the goal early. At about 3:36 in, of course, Tanner Kiro would get the goal, but it all started off early in that period. A lot of chances for both teams. Storm getting some shots there to the net, but, you know, a puck along the end boards in this Tri-City Storm zone leads out to Tanner Kiro, and Kiro finds the back of the net.
Yeah, this has been one of those periods where it felt like the Storm was never really out of it, but never really in it. Just as we said, they almost were feeling each other out for the full 20 minutes. We got a goal in there, but some opportunities for the Storm they couldn't capitalize on. I think you got to feel good about yourself if you're a Storm fan, a Storm player coming back in this second period. They got to kill our power play. That's going to be key. They're coming on a penalty kill right away to start the period.
And Cody Murphy taking that penalty for interference. Fargo, like you said, will be on the power play the first time tonight. And, of course, we'll take a look at the fact that the Storm need to find a way to continue to be successful in the penalty kill against a very good Fargo Force team. It's gotten better on the power play. A lot has to do with the guys that have returned to their lineup. But the Storm definitely generated a lot of chances. I think in period number 2, if you're head coach Drew Shannick, got to continue to get those shots to the net, but you got to also follow up with bodies in front. Something the Storm struggled with a little bit last night and even here tonight.
Yeah, sometimes it's easy to get lackadaisical and not rush that net and get guys in front of the net.
3:36 in there. There you go. Tanner Kiro getting the goal, assisted there by Jimmy Mullen. The Storm get 11 shots on goal, but Gothard making 11 saves. Diebel just 9 saves on 10 shots. There's the Fargo Force get the only goal of the hockey game so far. And the Storm right now 0 for 2 on the power play. And right now the Fargo Force getting their first opportunity to go on the power play to begin period number 2. And the Storm right now trying to find a way to do it. And, of course, they'll try to come back with an opportunity to see if they can kill off the first penalty that they've taken here tonight and hopefully lead to a goal coming up here in just a bit. More to come here, second period around the corner, as well as we'll talk with Greg Shea in just a bit when we return here on KFXL Fox Nebraska.
Announcing the Viera Wireless Holiday Sweepstakes. You can win one of several trips for two to Las Vegas, airfare included, where you'll stay at the famous Paris Hotel at the heart of the Strip, or win a guided and peaceful kayak fly fishing trip. Enter to win at a Viera store or dealer and check out our spectacular weekly holiday deals on our great phones and money-saving plans. And when you switch to Viera, we'll even pay your early contract termination fee. So enter the Viera Wireless Holiday Sweepstakes and experience the Viera value today.
Grab your sunglasses and a margarita and join us for the New Year's Eve beach party at the Storm game. On December 31st, watch the Storm battle the Omaha Lancers and enjoy the live music of Jimmy Buffett performed by Too Drunk to Fish.
Wasting away again in Margarita.
So roll out the beach towel for a New Year's Eve like never before. Then on New Year's Day, catch the Storm versus Muskegon for an evening of family fun. Welcome 2011 in style with the Tri-City Storm, the #1 party in town. Visit stormhockey.com for more, presented by Viero. Welcome back, everybody, here with the Storm trailing 1-0 after one period of play. The Storm and the Fargo Force going at it for just the second time this season. Well, this is the Storm's 11th season, and this season the Storm are trying to do something a little different here. In fact, they're trying to find a way to promote the season, all 30 games being a specialty night with a full promotion schedule on tap this season. Greg Shea with this response.
Well, we really sat down this summer as a staff and did some strategic planning, and I think any business would go through that process, but especially when you're a sports team and you kind of live from one game to the next game in terms of those home games, and then you get into promotions. What promotions have worked, what promotions did not work in the past, and this year we're kind of coming at people in all angles with the idea that we know that a big part of what we do is provide entertainment. Hockey being our core in that entertainment picture, we fill in around it, and we've done that with bringing in Las Vegas entertainers, people that are tribute artists. We've done things that drive, we hope, family traffic with some reduced concessions in our Coca-Cola Family Feast, and the list goes on and on. We've really tried to make every game an event.
Announcing the Viera Wireless Holiday Sweepstakes. You can win one of several trips for two to Las Vegas, airfare included, where you'll stay at the famous Paris Hotel at the heart of the Strip, or win a guided and peaceful kayak fly fishing trip. Enter to win at a Viera store or dealer and check out our spectacular weekly holiday deals on our great phones and money-saving plans. And when you switch to Viera, we'll even pay your early contract termination fee. So enter the Viera Wireless Holiday Sweepstakes and experience the Viera value today.
Grab your sunglasses and a margarita and join us for the New Year's Eve beach party at the Storm game. On December 31st, watch the Storm battle the Omaha Lancers and enjoy the live music of Jimmy Buffett performed by Too Drunk to Fish.
Wasting away again in Margarita.
So roll out the beach towel for a New Year's Eve like never before. Then on New Year's Day, catch the Storm versus Muskegon for an evening of family fun. Welcome 2011 in style with the Tri-City Storm, the #1 party in town. Visit stormhockey.com for more, presented by Viero. Welcome back, everybody, to the start of second period we go. But before we do, the Storm finally did beat the Fargo Force on November 5th for the first time ever, winning 4-3 that night. Captain Rick Pinkston has now been here 3 seasons. He's seen the very first game against the Fargo Force, and he's seen now all 14 games coming in here tonight. What did it mean for Rick?
It's definitely a big boost in morale. It feels good to get that first victory and get that out of the way, but you can't look too much into that, whereas this is an entirely new game with their guys coming back from the World Junior A Challenge, and they're having a full squad now, so we really have to come out and play a full 60 minutes to really say that we've really beat them.
There you go, the Tri-City Storms, Rick Pinkston, the captain of the Tri-City Storm, and 3 years with the Tri-City Storms, maybe not any more recognizable player than Rick Pinkston.
Yeah, he's a real warrior, and Coach Drew Shinnick's words, heading into this game this week. Rick is a high character guy, solid work ethic, the kind of guy you like to have on your team, and obviously the reason he's wearing a C on the sweater.
Now the Storm needing to kill off this penalty here. Rick Pinks will be on the ice to kill this penalty off. As the Fargo forced to go on the power play, Cody Murphy in the box as the guy that you would like to see out there on the penalty kill for the Storm.
Yeah, this is big. We talked about the penalty, and not to be a dead horse, but starting a period on a penalty kill, you got to come out and make a statement right away and keep yourself from dropping behind 2-0.
As the puck now worked into the Tri-City zone, goes around the boards, out along the outside right circle, sent back down to the corner. Fargo Force up 1-0 here, 15 seconds gone on both the power play and the start of the second period here. Storm shorthanded. Under the high slot, Weisenhofer with it. Weisenhofer gives it off to the side, an outside right circle shot taken in there by Ian Young, who was just acquired there by the Fargo Force in exchange for Garrett Allen, who was sent away from the Force franchise, and Garrett Allen headed off to Denver next season. So the Fargo Force wanted to go find a defenseman anyways, and they needed to upgrade their defensive core with a power play guy with all the injuries that they have had this season. It is Mullen now moving in, bottom of the left circle, tries to play it in front. Oliver's shot gets deflected up in the air, comes back to Oliver in the bottom of the left circle, and now the puck going all the way down the ice on a delayed penalty upcoming here against the Storm as Gothberg now trying to play the puck here, and now rolling on over everybody was Kenny Brooks, and he's going to watch the whistle come here as he touches up, and an interference call taken here against the Storm. Now this will put them down 2 men here for the next 56 seconds here. As the penalty for interference goes against the Tri-City Storms. I didn't see who went in. And it will be Bill Eiserman. So, Eiserman goes to the box, Storm down 2 men here, and now the penalty kill that needed to kill off becomes even a little more difficult.
Yeah, now you're down 2 guys. It's going to be really tough here at 2 minutes and 56 seconds being here on a 2-man disadvantage. So Storm's really going to have to work and clear some pucks here to try to keep them falling here in a 2-0 hole.
And behind the net, the Fargo Force work it back to the point. With it, Brian Cooper swings it around. Cooper still has it, exchanges it there with Garrett Haar, and now down to the right corner where Tanner Kiro has it. Back to Cooper at the point. Cooper swings a pass, given off to Haar, back to Cooper. Cooper looks around, a very, very passive power play here by Fargo on the 5-on-3. But here's Haar slamming it to the net. That one goes wide. Picked up off the end boards here by Fargo, and they keep it here. It is Haar down low, bottom right circle area. It comes back to Haar, looking back for Cooper. Cooper has it. Lanes are being covered there well by the Storm here on this 5-on-3 penalty kill, but it goes right back to Haar. His shot off the post, and that one doesn't miss by much as it hits the pipe and continues on. There's a shot now again there by Haar that gets redirected back towards blue line, but can't get worked out. Storm just 1 second to kill here, and they finally do so as Murphy's out of the box. They killed off the 5-on-3 for 56 seconds. Now have to get the rest of this penalty kill here on the Bill Eiserman penalty for interference. Here's an opportunity into the front side of the goal, which never quite gets there, but the Force keep it here on the attack. It is Cooper sliding it down, bottom left circle area, trying to get a shot to the net. There is Mullen, saved away there in behind the net by Diebold as it gets down towards the right corner with 17:35 and the clock ticking down. Back and behind the net. The Force still looking for somebody to pass it out to. Good job here by the Storm. Here's Johnson trying to keep away from the pass going to the point, but instead goes right through the slot, and a shot right in on Diebold is saved away from just about 5 feet out.
Yeah, boy, rewinding just a few seconds there. Jason Binkley, nice job on defense laying out. You can see guys trying to get on that shot block and glove list and laying out, sacrificing the body a little bit, try to get in front of that puck. That's what you got to do when you're down.
Off the draw. It is the Fargo Force trying to keep it into the Storm zone. They could not. 20 seconds left on the penalty here to Bill Eiserman. He'll be out of the box in just a second. After it is Nick Oliver, but good job there by Colomatis. Will keep him from getting to the puck cleanly. And now it goes along the end boards here. The Storm try to track it down. They do. Trying to play it out to center. Finally getting it there. And the Storm in transition back the other way. Up the left wing side. There's a little bit of a move there by Kenny Brooks, but doesn't get to the front side of the net. It's picked up here by Brian Ward. Tries to play it out front there, and it goes back to the blue line. Storm trying to chop it to keep it in. Eiserman back on the ice, and he'll stay on the ice for now. Here's the puck. All the way back down into the Tri-City zone where it gets tied up into the right corner. Storm come away with it. And now moving ahead, it is the Storm with it as they play it up into the Fargo zone. Goes back now in behind the net, and Garrett Haar with it. Haar ahead, trying to play it to Willie Corinne. It gets bounced up off the right wing boards, and it gets battered around in the neutral zone, taking control of here. And a shot to the net, taken there by Jimmy Murray. Gets in on net, and saved again there by Diebold. Diebold tonight, 15 saves on 16 shots. He's certainly done his part. Now the goal scoring has to happen for the Storm.
Yeah, you got to be happy with the way they came off that penalty kill, down 2-man, be able to fill it off for almost 3 minutes, 2:56, I believe it was. You got to come out of that feeling good. You got a little momentum. It's not easy to do when you're down 2.
Now a draw coming up in the right circle to the glove side of Diebold, where it is taken here, and it is the Fargo Force keeping it in at the blue line. Haar knocks it down. The Storm now do take possession back. As with it, Storm look to get it out of the zone. Quickly out through center ice, goes all the way down the ice. Icing here against the Storm. And the Storm can't change here with 16:03 to go in this second period. 1-0 Fargo. As the Tri-City Storm and the Fargo Force here tonight. Again, this would be the 14th meeting ever between these two clubs. Of course, the Fargo Force came in 3 years ago, and who would have ever thought they'd be back-to-back Western Division or Western Conference champions, as it is known now as the conference, not division. But you look at it, a team that has had never really failed, I guess you could say, yet this year. And, you know, here we look at it, you know, it's kind of hard to believe that 3 straight years they're really kind of contending for a championship.
Yeah, and it's been a team, as we talked about in the pregame, that the Storm hasn't fared well against. And this is a big conference battle, too, in the Western Conference. They're tied for 3rd, and the Storm in last, but not too many points separate them. So this is a big conference game.
Down along now the Tri-City N-boards as it gets worked there by the Fargo Force, and now it's taken over here by the Storm and knocked towards center ice for a bouncing puck, taking control of here. Derek Angeli, he moves in, and offsides here, and that'll halt play with 15:35 to go here in the second period. Still 1-0 Fargo, where, you know, you look at it this way, really the Storm haven't gotten those scoring chances here tonight. They got against Dubuque last night, and it just feels like there's been shots to the net, but not really scoring chances, and a lot of that is the Fargo Force are doing what the Tri-City Storm's game plan is, which is limiting shots to the outside.
Yeah, they are. They've done a nice job of keeping the Storm offense in check, and you just feel like the Storm maybe needs to start, you know, not pressing, but they really need to get on their toes and be a little more aggressive and try to make something to happen. There's that fine line of being overly aggressive and trying to make too much happen.
Down into the left corner, the puck gets taken over here. It is Arntz playing it to Bacha. Now on through it is Brian Cooper, who tries to play it right through the neutral zone, turned over here, and trying to work it now down along the right wing side. It is Arntz, and it gets batted up in the neutral zone. Played ahead, an opportunity back the other way. Here's Durantes dropping it there. Goes right into the slot. A shot from there by Puskarich. That one goes wide, and the play goes back to the point. Durantes again has the puck. Durantes can't quite keep the puck, though, and it's Bacha getting to it. Back the other way come the Fargo Force. It is Scott. He plays it in around the boards. It goes out to the outside left circle. And there to get it, Tanner Kiro. Kiro tonight, again, the lone goal of the hockey game thus far. Tanner Kiro, 8 goals on the year here for the Fargo Force. Last year, they had a lot of 20-goal scorers, and this year they look to have maybe a bit of the same, possibly 6 this season. It's here's Kiro trying to keep it in. It comes out to center, and Weisenhofer will flip it right back in, but delayed offsides allows the Storm to get to the puck first. It is Brandon Fisher from behind the net, and Fisher back in the lineup here tonight. Missed several straight games here as he was out of the lineup. Now back in with Zach Rawl going down last night with an injury. As the puck now from the left circle, a shot there by Jimmy Mullen, gets in towards the net, but sent away in behind now the goal line. Back near the point with it again. A shot from there, and it goes right in on net as Ian Young gets it, but it deflects right there towards Diebold, slows down, so Diebold, an easy save there with 13:55 to go here in the second period. 1-0 Fargo, and Todd, tonight it has not necessarily been where the Storm haven't had their opportunities that first period to come out strong. I mean, Fargo's a team that came off the buster today, and that's really where you want to try to get after them early. And right now, here in the second period, you got to hope that maybe Fargo's going to slow it down at some point.
Yeah, you always want to hold home ice, but Fargo's been real solid here early.
Backhand shot towards the net, and Diebold able to see that one go wide to the right. And now it goes along the left point where the Storm kick it out of the zone. Up that left wing side and trying to get it all the way up towards the Fargo end, and we get an offsides here. That'll stop play once again. Looking back at the Storm's record here when trailing after 1 this season, Todd, it's not been one that's been favorable. Of course, it's never really favorable when you're trailing in a game at all, but when you score the first goal, Fargo this season 9-2-2, the Storm are 5-0-1. The Storm only won 3 games this season when allowing that first goal, and then you look at when trailing after 1, well, the Storm this season 3-6-2. So again, not easy to come back from, but the Storm have to find a way.
Big hit by Carpenter there up against the boards in the corners. The Storm's trying to maybe get a little more aggressive here and get some bodies on guys.
Here's Corinne now in behind the net, tries to get to the puck now, goes down towards the left corner. Tries to look back to the point, and it gets bounced down, and it'll be taken over here. A shot towards the net goes rolling in on Diebold, swept away, but right back to the point. Keeping it is Weisenhofer, playing along the blue line there. Yavenko tries to keep it in, snaps it down. Puck stays, however, in on sides as Weisenhofer works it there. Clock ticking down here with 12:53 left here in this second period. Storm down by a goal and needing to find some way to get some energy back. Here's Cooper, a cross-ice pass off to Weisenhofer. His slap shot to the net, saved there by Diebold. Kicked off to the bottom right circle area where the Fargo Force now work it back towards the blue line, but it comes out of the zone, giving the Storm a little bit of a break. Now they can make a change here with 12:32 to go. Up now towards Corinne, who puts it in on net. Saved there by Diebold. A puck back in the slot. That gets pushed away there, and the Storm now clearing it back into the neutral zone. Here's Arntz. He plays it in towards the blue line. The bouncing puck is loose along the blue line. Still looking to try to dig for it. The Tri-City Storm trying to get to this puck here. And again, a lot of pucks getting tied up along that neutral zone area, along the boards here tonight, as well as in the Storm zone. The Fargo Force are winning all those board battles here tonight, coming with the puck. And the Storm have to be better, I think, here the rest of the way.
Yeah, and talking with Coach Drew Shenik, coming into this game, he said, he'd like to see some consistency out of his guys and people understand their roles, which he feels like has happened here over the course of the last few games. But tonight it's just been kind of choppy. Just had a trouble getting in the flow, at least offensively. Defensively, a lot of effort there on behalf of the Storm. They're diving for pucks, laying out to make stops and getting bodies on people, but just haven't been able to get going offensively. It just feels like they've really struggled to get open.
Off the draw, the Fargo Force trying to keep it in once again, but the Storm finally do get it away. Play it now in deep into the Fargo zone, and after it there is Angeli. The big forward, Derek Angeli, still uncommitted just yet in his final year of junior hockey. He's a guy that's going to get a lot of attention, I'm sure, not just because of his size, but also because he has a lot of good speed. There's a shot now by Garrett Hare that goes wide of the Storm cage. And back the other way come the Storm off the end boards. They move in transition. Puck now bouncing just in front of the Fargo net. It's played there by Janssen, back and behind his back and behind Gothrig's net, and now it's taken over here. Here's Johnson trying to play it in front. Janssen can't quite get to it there as it's deflected away. Yavenko now has it, and Yavenko looks to skate it back up ice. Here's the puck now, up towards the right wing side. It gets played now in deep into the left corner in the Tri-City zone as the clock continues to tick down here. Storm have had 11 shots on goal coming into the period, and they've had 0 in this period. So Storm have got to get a shot to the net here soon. Fargo out shooting the Storm here 11-0 in period number 2. Of course, that helps when you have a 5-on-3 power play too.
Yeah, killed a lot of time there to start the period, killing off power play before they even got a chance to even think offensively. 3 minutes were gone.
Ian Young fires the puck down the ice just from behind the red line, so an icing here for the 10:41 to go. Here is an icing here against Ian Young, and he looked like he was right at the red line though, and it was pretty close, but nonetheless, face-off come all the way back into the Fargo zone, so the Storm an opportunity here with 10:41 to go to see if they can try to generate a chance off the draw. It'll be Lappin out there with Kenny Brooks, and also Brad Shearhorn, and off the draw it is Lappin who wins it, plays it in front, shot, scores! Nick Lappin put it to the net right off the draw, and he scores it here for the Storm. A Tiska to Taskett, the biscuit down the basket. 1-1. The Storm tie it up on Lappin's first official goal of the year.
Good score for Lappin. He's a kid that's been working hard for the net. Missed the last couple of games with injury. Back in the lineup tonight. Able to get one right off the draw there in the circle and get one past Gothard there to tie things up for the Storm. So Storm made that one almost looked like maybe it bounced off Young in there.
It is Ian Young who lost it off his skate. Unassisted goal there by Nick Lappin. His first official goal of the season, and it's a 1-1 hockey game. Here's now the puck taken here, and a check there in the neutral zone by the Storm. Storm tie it up here, and on their second shot on goal in this period, the Storm get their first goal of the hockey game. We just talked about it, get shots to the net, right?
Yeah, and this is a real important time right now. You tie it up, you got to play some nice defense right here, not give up a cheapie to give Fargo that momentum. You got to keep it and ride it out a little bit.
Icing on the call here with 10:08 to go in the period. 1-1 is the score with the Storm tied up. Nick Lappin, winning the draw. He went right to the front of the net with it, and that's just a good face-off win when you win it right through the centerman's legs. Nobody there to stop Lappin from putting it to the net, and gets a fortunate break right off the skate of Ian Young and into the back of the net.
Sometimes that's what you got to do, start throwing shots at the net and let something good happen, and that's exactly what happened that time for Nick Lappin in the Storm.
We talked about it a few weeks back, the Storm on that 4-game losing streak for a little bit. You know, they weren't getting the breaks that they've gotten on this homestand. The Storm here winning 4 straight on this homestand coming into last night's game against Dubuque. They'd lose 2-1, but really the Storm's gotten their breaks. And then you go back to the Tuesday game against Des Moines, which they got some breaks as well. Soren Janssen, who got a goal off the skate of the goalie and in from behind the net. As the Storm now with the puck move in transition. 9:40 to go here in this second period, and this game is all tied up here at 1. Here's the puck now, down into the left corner. It's taken here, played around along the end boards here. Young has it right back, and it goes back in transition. It's Oliver, a product of the Nashville, well, not technically a product of the Nashville Predators, but a prospect, I should say, as a timeout on the ice here with 9:26 to go in the second period. We'll be right back here in just a bit, right here on KFXL, Fox, Nebraska.
Check out shopping trips this holiday season on the Bricks in downtown Kearney.
Out of all the reindeers, you know you're the mastermind. Run, run.
Let shopping trips help you with all your gift giving and decorating ideas.
Run, run, Rudolph. Santa's gotta make it to town.
Shopping trips in downtown Kearney.
The huge holiday savings at Viero continue, and right now it's free phone week. Choose from a select list of free phones, including the Samsung 3370 touchscreen or the Alcatel 255 full QWERTY messaging phone. The list also includes music phones, slider phones, and more. But hurry, free phone week ends December 15th. And when it comes to value, you can see for yourself why Viero stands above the competition in both service and savings. Plus, we'll even pay your early termination fee. Come experience the Viero value today.
Back at the Viero Event Center, it's tied up 1-1. Tri-City just equalized it against Fargo. Right now, joining me is Eric Corey, Senior District Executive for the Boy Scouts of America. Quite a title. You know, you guys have been doing this scouting with the Storm for 5 seasons. Why is there such a great relationship with Scouts and with Tri-City Storm?
You know, there's been a long tradition in scouting, being creating community being with community partners, and this has been just one of the great opportunities that we've been able to share with our scouts, getting them out in the community, and providing them some excitement, entertainment.
And it really is one of the biggest crowds Tri-City Storm has seen this entire season. It's also a milestone year in terms of scouting because, well, you know what? I'm going to have to cut this interview short. We're going to send it back upstairs because the game is going on. Todd and Skip, take it away.
Thank you, Dave. And Dave Greenlaw, Skip Berry, and Todd Gatula here tonight. Todd doing the color. Dave down below as the puck now played down into the left corner. It'll be pushed down there where Middleton tries to get after it. And along the end boards here, it'll be played up towards the left wing side. Kicked ahead here. Majeri had it, lost the puck. Storm get it back, try to play it towards the blue line, try to get it in deep. Can't do so. And it will be taken back here as it is Garrett Haar who just plays it up off the right wing boards. Down the ice it goes. You know, the Storm jerseys here tonight, the specialty jerseys, Todd, you and I were just talking about it in the break. I tell you, I don't know what's harder, the Fargo Force jerseys that are normal or the Tri-City Storm specialty jerseys. I think it's a tie. As the Storm now come in transition, an opportunity, Angeli going wide, but leaves the puck along the end boards here as he gets it there, and unfortunately could not get it back to the front side of the net. Now Corinne will just flip it all the way out to the neutral zone.
That relationship, to go back to the Boy Scouts real quick, has been really valuable for both the Storm and Boy Scouts in the region here. Long-standing relationship, a few years now they've been coming to games, and there's over 2,500 Boy Scouts here today to help fill the building. They've been here this morning for some activities, and really partnership that everybody values.
Cooper's shot to the net, saved away there by Diebold, and just like that, another stoppage and play with 8:13 to go here in this second period, and the 22nd shot on goal here by Fargo. And you know, Storm only had 13 shots on goal, and it's only a 1-1 hockey game. So right now, Diebold is the big reason why.
Yeah, he's playing well in that. Real solid. He's settled down after giving up early one just a few minutes in, and he's made some nice stops. Hasn't had to get too crazy. The defense have been good in front of him for the most part.
There's a shot now towards the Storm net again, but this one's blocked away. Tri-City trying to clear it. They do. Back in the neutral zone, though, it is Young who plays it back towards the Storm blue line. Bounce backwards, nice play off the wall, and now moving in. Here's an opportunity, and it is Lappin. Another shot towards the net, and that one goes wide. Boy, what's gotten into Nick Lappin all of a sudden? Voting with confidence. And of course, you would do so if you get that first break. Of course, Nick Lappin for a guy, as we get the puck going out of play here with 7:45. Nick Lappin's a guy, Todd, where he's had a ton of chances this season to score that first goal of the year, and it figures that that's his first goal of the year is one that he gets a fortunate bounce when he has not gotten the fortunate bounces before.
Yeah, he'd probably be the first to tell you he's had a lot better shots that should have went in and didn't this year. And then he gets an easy one there earlier with a little help. But I'm sure Nick will take him any way he can get him at this point. But hey, sometimes a guy can. That's all you need is one to get you going and watch out. So hopefully that gets Nick rolling downhill a little bit.
Puck now played up the left wing side where it's pushed now into the attack zone here for Fargo and to the front side of the net. Quickly, Diebold just cover it up with 7:29 to go here in the second period. And, well, Todd, you know, you look at it this way. If the Storm continue to get goaltending like this and the offense ever comes around, I'll say this. I mean, this is a Storm team that, for the most part, competes pretty hard. And when people hear about the Tri-City Storm around the league, that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, they're a team, and they play the way Drew likes them to play, and that's a tough physical game in the corners and make guys work. And you keep yourself in the game if you can wear them down. Hopefully you wear them down enough when the third period rolls around, then you start seeing it pay off for you.
Shot by Carlson goes wide, and now it's picked up here by the Storm. Playing it back around, cannot get it, but it's Carlson who does. He fires a shot, which is blocked with traffic in front. Good job by the Storm for the most part again here tonight. Also closing down those shots from the point. Really, Fargo, that's where they like to work it from. You know, guys like Young, guys like Cooper, try to get those shots from the point. Tonight the Storm certainly using their strategy well. Of course, Storm statistically like to get out to the point game by game. Cooper in his own zone. Have to remember he's not Justin Way, but here's a turnover. Here's an opportunity for the Storm. Backhand shot there by Soren Janssen. Goes right back. Opportunity. Shot scores! Brian Ward! He gets the goal and he makes it 2-1 in favor of the Storm. 6:46 to go, and there's a lot of happy fans as he's the TCBY player of the period and scores the goal to give the Storm a lead here in the second.
Brian Ward there, nice shot. Soren Janssen goes it up. Ward just grabs it, catches it, and sticks it right in there. Runs it between the goalie and another Fargo defender on the rebound. Give the Storm that 2-1 lead.
And the Storm now do indeed have the lead as Soren Janssen able to get it there. And Brian Ward was the TCBY player of the period. What that means is fans here at the arena, because they came out, Brian Ward scored in the second period, everybody gets a free waffle cone from TCBY.
They better order quick because that's going to be a big crowd.
Brian Ward's first goal of the season, too. How about that? Lappin and Ward both getting their first goal of the year.
Well, that's almost hard to believe when I hear you say that. His first goal, as many chances as Ward has had, and the warrior he is in playing on the ice to get his first one. So a couple guys getting first goals here tonight back-to-back, and Lappin and then Ward to give the Storm the one-goal lead.
Janssen and Johnson right now given the assist on the goal, 13-14 into the period. And the Storm have a 2-1 advantage under 6 minutes to go here in the second period. Here's the puck now. In over towards the right corner, played now up towards the left wing side. Escaping the zone, here come the Storm. Playing it into the Fargo zone, and all of a sudden the Storm, who've just gotten only 4 shots on goal, have scored on 2 of them here in the second period.
How many boxes do you need to hold 4,000 waffle cones, Skip?
I don't know, but I do know our friends at TCBY will be plenty happy today.
Yeah, big crowds we've mentioned, over 4,000 in the building today, a full house, so real nice crowd. And hey, with the 2-1 lead, that's just what you want, get the crowd in it again. All of a sudden, a little extra pep in the step.
There's the puck now, played into the right corner in the Tri-City zone with 15-14 to go here in the second period. Storm leading 2-1, being outshot 24-15 though. But you know what? It's not about the amount sometimes. Sometimes it's about the amount that goes in. Something the Storm have not seen here in the last few games. Got 38 last night and only 1 goal to show for it. But here's now Kiro moving in. His shot to the net. That's saved away by Diebold. And the follow-up shot is again saved by Diebold. Tipsy, Skippy, are you kidding me? But there will be a penalty shot awarded here with 4:54 to go here in the second period. A penalty shot given over to the Fargo Force as Kiro got in front there. And you know what? Got a break, and now a chance to try to tie the game up. So penalty shot taken here. And it will be the man that tried to complete the play there, Tanner Kiro. Already 1 goal tonight, his 8th of the year. One-on-one with Diebold here. As Kiro now, he'll move in. One-on-one with Diebold. Walks in, looking to move it to the backhand. His shot saved away there by Diebold, and he sends it away with 4:54 to go here in the second period. Diebold making a huge save there, and the score remains 2-1 in favor of the Storm.
Boy, it didn't take long for the crowd to get in this one. 2 goals. Nice stop by Scotty Diebold after a real athletic play on the breakaway to make a stop, and the Storm keeping that lead. The crowd's up on their feet enjoying this one, and see if the Storm can ride it out here to end the second period.
Puck to be dropped now in the left circle, so no power play after that opportunity to the net. For the Fargo Force, they got awarded a penalty shot, so that negates a power play opportunity. Instead, they get the chance there to go one-on-one with Diebold. Of course, you only get a penalty shot if you're clearly ahead of the defense, and it's a one-on-one between you and a goalie. So that's exactly how that happened. And so the Storm right now trying to find a way to continue on with this 2-1 advantage and see if they can get it out of the zone first here and see if they can extend a lead for the first time here. Storm this season by 7-0-0, and they lead after 2 this season. So that's exactly where they want to be. As here's the puck up the left wing side, stopping on a dive, moving it across ice on a pass there by the Storms. Looked like Lappin, and indeed it was. He's trying to hold up there and trying to make a big play, but the Storm cannot get it towards the net there as the shot was fanned on there. Now the Storm in the neutral zone have it again. Matt Johnson, left wing side, playing it into the Fargo zone. Taken here, and it is Wade with it again. Here's the puck now. Excuse me, not Wade, but rather Cooper. I keep, it's sometimes what happens when guys don't wear their right jerseys.
Yeah, the first period we talked a lot about Fargo's speed and getting up and down the ice and liking that open ice to take advantage of that speed. And they were able to do that a little bit the first part of the game, the first period at least. And the Storm's doing a better job of spreading out, getting guys on people, getting back on D, and closing that ice down on them to try to offset that speed a little bit. And that's what you got to do is open up and just get bodies on people. It's easy as that.
Now the puck taken here as it goes up towards the left wing side, bounces up off the corner. It's gloved there quickly by Gothberg, and he hangs on to it with 3:28 to go here in the second period. You look at it this way right now, maybe Gothberg's a little cold. That's why he's been able to make some saves here in the period. Of course, the first one, a lucky bounce off the defenseman skating into the back of the Fargo net, and then, of course, the Storm getting Brian Ward to get his first of the season. So, nonetheless, goaltenders can get cold, too, if they don't see much action, and maybe that's the Storm strategy tonight. Let's not take a lot of shots till late and all of a sudden catch the goalie off guard.
Yeah, just 3 goals for the 3 shots on goals, or that sorry about that, 5 shots on goals for the Storm here this period, but they've made the most of them, getting 2 scores out of 5 of those.
Absolutely, as here with 3 minutes to go in the period. 2-1 is the score, and the Storm now raise up ice here, trying to get it to center. They do get it there, and how's that not a hold, but still not called, as getting it in deep. There's Cody Murphy, and the line change here for the Storm. It is Weisenhofer playing it up right wing side, trying to feed it there, checked against the boards. It is Ray Camp, though, and a shot now taken there, but that one does not quite get to the net, steered away. As Tanner Lane coming in on the follow-up, it goes back to center, sent right back in deep into the zone here by the Force. And now getting off the ice is Weisenhofer. Looked like too many men on the ice there, and they never called it. 6 guys on. The Fargo Force, I think, realized at the last second there should have been too many men on the ice, but nobody caught it, and the play continues on. Here's the puck now, back the other way, a shot to the net, saved away again by Diebold off the pad. This one now gets played outside the right circle, goes in behind the net now, and now it's picked up here by the Storm as they try to send it out to the neutral zone. Can't do so, can't clear it, and it's Fisher playing it off his own end boards. Here's the puck now, kicked away. It'll be played here by Pinkston as he tries to finish a check there. It comes free. Fisher has the puck, and with it are the Storm. Out to center ice. It is Lappin who cannot quite get to it. The puck goes up in the air. It gets batted down into the neutral zone, but a hand pass here. He grabbed gloved the puck there and down, and so they're going to blow the whistle here with 1:46 to go in the second period. And we get the face-off where? They can move it outside the Fargo blue line, so they can keep it in the neutral zone for now with 1:46 to go.
Kenny Brooks and Wade, see they're changing a few words, getting a little chippy out there, so always like those love taps.
Here's the puck now, dropped outside the blue line as it's taken here by the Force and sent into the Storm zone once again. As the play continues on, as Hargrove goes over the top of his man. Now back near the blue line, now cross ice. Yavenko with it. Yavenko giving off here to Garrett Haar. Haar, nice little move right around Binkley, now moving in. Tries to play it down off the wall. Good backhand pass down low for Jimmy Mullen. Mullen lost the puck in his skates as Binkley tries to take it away. Minute 15 to go here in this second period. Storm leading 2-1. Here's Garrett Haar, his shot. Haar rather, makes a shot there on net, and Kiro tries to get a shot, and now we get a penalty here, and it's an interference, and who's it going to be on? You know, it's very tough for us to tell what's happening on that other end, as we can't quite see all the way down in front of where the Storm goalie Scott Diebel sits here for the, well, here in this period where Fargo's attacking and Storm's attack zone in the first and third period. Couldn't quite see it, but on the replay, looking at it right now, you know, it's amazing when you look at it because didn't quite see it there, but who's the penalty on? It's a penalty shot for grabbing the stick, and so the Fargo Force are going to get a second penalty shot as the stick got knocked out of the hand of Hargrove, and he gets to take a penalty shot. This is bizarre. Did not see it on the replay at all there moments ago. Of course, might have been before when I caught the glance of it, but an opportunity here for Hargrove. Well, rare feat here. 2 penalty shots in 1 period. Diebold made the first save here, and now Diebold watches Hargrove come in. Hargrove moves right in, backhand shot, saved away by Diebold for a second straight time. Minute 3 left here in the second period. It's still 2-1, and Scott Diebold has been sensational tonight. 29 saves on 30 shots.
Yeah, he's playing really well and settling in nice, and another nice stop on a penalty shot there. You get 2 of those, and those can go either way. You give up the goal, and all of a sudden suck the air out of the building and all the energy, and likewise you make a couple stops like Scotty's done, and get the crowd into it even more, get your guys even a little more excited in front of you to play hard.
Couldn't see it at all. In fact, looking at the replay here, taking a look just behind me, again trying to find out where it was at, we could not find it at all. And maybe it was grabbing the stick and preventing it, but could not hear it from the public address announcer what the official call was. Storm, though, still have a lead of 2-1. Now shots on goal say 32, so that means Diebold's made 31 saves here in the first 2 periods. 40 seconds remaining. By the way, coming up here on the intermission report, we'll have a special feature that you do not want to miss coming up here in just a bit. 30 seconds away from getting to that point, though, as Majeri plays it up to the right wing side, giving it off there, and getting checked into the boards there is Nick Oliver. He goes down on the ice. Play continues on with 21 seconds remaining in the period, and now goes down to that right corner where bodies continue to engage on trying to get that puck out. Now a whistle comes here, and we'll get a stoppage and play with the face-off staying inside the Tri-City zone.
Talk about these players, Skip, the United States Hockey League. We've touched on it here a little bit earlier tonight. A lot of these guys have already secured big-time Division I college scholarships, looking to make it in the pros, and a lot of talent in this league for some of those viewers out there who aren't real familiar with the league, maybe tune in for the first time. A lot of these guys going on, you're going to see playing big-time college hockey moving forward.
So we'll see a face-off in the Storm zone. By the way, looking at the replay, we got a quick chance here. It was Scott Diebold who threw his stick. And because of that, for throwing a stick, the Fargo Force get awarded that second penalty shot. Again, we could not see it from where we were at. We can't see much this way when it comes all the way down the ice. Here's the buzzer now, and after 40 minutes of play, the Storm have a 2-1 lead, an unlikely 2-1 lead, if you can say that, as the Storm in that last period get outshot significantly, 22-5, but they score the only 2 goals in that period. Todd, that's not exactly the way I think head coach Drew Shenik drew it up in the dressing room, is it?
I think he'll take those percentages anytime, but 32 shots after 2 for Fargo, especially the 22 in the second period. That's a lot of shots in any game for any team, and I think the Storm's got to feel real good walking off only managing 5 shots and getting 2 scores out of those 5s to pull within, or to take the 1-goal lead here entering the second intermission.
As we get to an interview upcoming here, the head coach of the Fargo Force, Jason Herder, in just a bit will be standing by with our Dave Greek down below. Again, Skip Barrymore, Todd Cutula up here. Dave Greek Standing by with Jason Herder of the Fargo Force in his first year as the head coach. Of course, second time around with the Fargo Force. He was an assistant coach in the expansion season for the Fargo Force. And now looking down there and still waiting to see if Jason Herder is ready. The Storm, of course, trying to look at this opportunity here as Stormy gets out onto the ice. We do now go down to Dave Griggs, standing by with Jason Herder with the Fargo Force.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with head coach Jason Herder of the Fargo Force. Coach, let's take a little trip down memory lane. Early in the second period, you guys had a two-man advantage for 56 seconds and failed to capitalize. How crucial do you think that is at this point in the game?
Well, it's very crucial. You know, in someone else's barn, you got to have you get those kind of opportunities. You got to capitalize, and it's the same with the penalty shots.
Yeah, I was about to talk about those. You guys had 2 penalty shots in the second period. When's the last time you've ever seen that in a hockey game?
I've never seen that in a hockey game. I don't know what the second call was for. I was talking to one of the young players on the bench, so I really can't comment on that. I can just comment on the fact that our guys didn't come through and it counted.
Would you say this game boils down to right now missed opportunities for Fargo?
Yeah, you know what? The way Tri-Cities plays, they play real hard, and you know they wait around, and you know, a couple blown coverages by us, and it's in our net, and that's. You know, you got to be able to eliminate mistakes, and you got to be able to put it in the net when you have your chance.
All right, Coach, best of luck to you guys in the third period. That's head coach Jason Herder for the Fargo Force. Tri-City has a 2-1 lead at the second intermission. We'll send it back. No, we won't send it upstairs, excuse me. You're watching Storm Hockey on KFXL Fox, Nebraska.
Announcing the Viero Wireless Holiday Sweepstakes. You can win one of several trips for 2 to Las Vegas, airfare included, where you'll stay at the famous Paris Hotel at the heart of the Strip, or win a guided and peaceful kayak fly fishing trip. Enter to win at a Viero store or dealer and check out our spectacular weekly holiday deals on our great phones and money-saving plans. And when you switch to Viero, we'll even pay your early contract termination fee. So enter the Viero Wireless Holiday Sweepstakes and experience the Viero value.
Hi, I'm Darren Brown with Thrifty Car Rental and Sales. Everybody knows we rent cars, but did you know we sell cars too? You'll find nearly new car quality at used car prices. All of our cars are hand-picked and inspected before we ever sell one to you. See us online at thriftynE.com. Trade-ins are welcome, and we offer financing and are locally owned. Come take a look. And when you're ready, come talk to me, and I will help you find a great car at a great price. Thrifty Car Rental and Sales, 806 South Central Avenue, Kearney. Be smart, buy thrifty.
Have New Year's Eve to remember with the Tri-City Storm. Stay at the Best Western, the hotel closest to the Viero Event Center, and get 2 Storm tickets, 2 drink tickets, free breakfast, and late checkout for only $99. Make a night of it with all your friends and bring in the new year with the Storm and Best Western. Enjoy their new spacious rooms, indoor pool and hot tub. Call today at 308-234-2541 to book your New Year's Eve package today.
It's true, Santa has helpers at Russell's Appliance Electronics. You'd better get your wish list ready. How about a brand new appliance for your kitchen? Or a flat panel TV for your bedroom? We've got all brands and sizes. Bring your family together with a new addition to your living room. Spruce up your laundry room with a new washer and dryer. Russell's Appliance Electronics is the place to shop this season in the Ponderosa Mall, Kearney.
Grab your sunglasses and a margarita and join us for the New Year's Eve beach party at the Storm game. On December 31st, watch the Storm battle the Omaha Lancers and enjoy the live music of Jimmy Buffett performed by Too Drunk to Fish. So roll out the beach towel for a New Year's Eve like never before. Then on New Year's Day, catch the Storm versus Muskegon for an evening of family fun. Welcome 2011 in style with the Tri-City Storm, the #1 party in town. Visit stormhockey.com for more, presented by Viero. And welcome back, everybody, here at the Viero Event Center. The Storm do have a 2-1 lead after 2, getting goals from Nick Lappin and Brian Ward in period number 2, and have the lead right now. An unlikely lead, only getting 5 shots on net to Fargo's 22, but they do have the lead. The Tri-City Storm players came to Kearney from all over the world. They knew that they would get a great hockey experience playing in the USHL, but very few of these athletes can foresee the strong relationships that they build with people in this area, and perhaps no bond has been stronger than the one that was formed with a young fan from Bertrand. 11-year-old Brooke Peterson has quickly become an inspiration to all of us. The Storm's Kyle Means has this story.
Sometimes inspiration is a two-way street. Such is the case with young Brooke Peterson and the Tri-City Storm players. Brooke, now 11 and an avid sports fan, has been a quadriplegic since she was 2 years old. Her story, as tragic as it seems, has been an uplifting message for Storm players Jason Binkley and Simone Denis.
It's not every day when someone, especially younger than you, can have an effect on your life like she has. Obviously, with circumstances, she's got a really big heart.
It's one of those things it's heartbreaking, but at the same time, it's really heartwarming because obviously it's really sad to see a girl like that in the situation that she's in, but at the same time, it's such a positive in everything that she's done.
What Brooke has done is defy the odds by battling a disorder that came on suddenly and without warning. Brooke was an active and healthy 2-year-old before her life and her family's lives took a drastic turn of events.
Brooke walked over to me and she was just kind of lethargic, she wasn't talking to me, and I put my hands out to pick her up like you would, a child, and she fell into my arms. She couldn't pick her arms up. And I got her over to the hospital, and she wasn't Brooke.
After a series of tests and as her condition worsened, Brooke had to be put on a ventilator to help her breathe, and for a brief time had to use a pacemaker to keep her heart pumping. Doctors would eventually diagnose Brooke with transverse myelitis, a neurological disorder caused by inflammation of the spinal cord. The result of the disorder has left Brooke stricken to a wheelchair with movement only from the neck up. Her ventilator breathes for her every minute of every day. But these physical limitations have not kept Brooke from living her life to the fullest.
I'm ready to fight. You're lucky.
She attends multiple sporting events each year, and since attending her first Tri-City Storm game a year ago, she has been hooked on hockey ever since.
Craig and I talked about it, because she can't control her body temperature, and we were worried she'd get too cold, but we said, let's just take her to see where it goes. Well, a year later almost, she's hooked. She's definitely hooked. And I was just taking her, every so often. Last year, well, now we've got season tickets, so I tried to take her to all the home games.
Watching each game from her seat above Section E and visiting with the Storm players afterwards are often the highlights of her day.
They make me feel like my own brothers, because since I don't have a brother at home.
But the Storm players will tell you that for them, getting to know Brooke has been even more rewarding.
I would describe Brooke as a young girl with a big heart, with a big smile, who has a passion for the Storm. And every week it's, we can't wait to see Brooke after the game on Friday or Saturday, and we always know she's going to be there cheering with her mom, and we look forward to it every week.
With all the situations that she's been in, all the possible conditions that she's had or had to go through, I think it really inspires us to never stop working, to always push even farther, because if you can see a girl like that do everything that she does, I think we can do anything.
It makes us really proud that, that she could touch the lives of, of young men that she's never met before, and just hit it off with them.
There you go. A really good piece there by Kyle Means. And, of course, it can touch all of us that are parents, and certainly a great piece indeed. As a very special fan here for the Tri-City Storm, and she's enjoying her Storm right now, leading 2-1 after 2 periods of play. More to come here. You're watching Storm Hockey right here on KFXL, Fox, Nebraska.
Experience the original Riverdance, the entertainment event that continues to electrify audiences around the world as the Chicago Tribune cheers. It's unforgettable.
March 23rd at the Viero Event Center in Kearney.
The huge holiday savings at Viero continue, and right now it's free phone week. Choose from a select list of free phones, including the Samsung 3370 touchscreen or the Alcatel 255 full QWERTY messaging phone. The list also includes music phones, slider phones, and more. But hurry, free phone week ends December 15th. And when it comes to value, you can see for yourself why Viero stands above the competition in both service and savings. Plus, we'll even pay your early termination fee. Come experience the Viero value today.
This is the
Let's stall him. I just found some Bud Light in the back.
Here we go.
We demand a helicopter. Got it. We demand a hovercraft, a pipe organ, a Siberian endangered lynx, and my old high school track coach, Mr. Gill. Hey, guys.
They're good.
It's the sure sign of a good time. The just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Yeah, this is the number to the hideout. You just give me a call whenever, okay?
KFXL and the Storm believe that doing well in school leads to great things. That's why we're teaming up to bring you another year of Grades for Blades. If you've earned an A or perfect attendance during the last semester of school, log on to foxnebraska.com and download the Grades for Blades form. Mail it in and we'll send you a voucher for a free Storm ticket with the purchase of adult admission. Here's to a great school year from KFXL and the Storm.
Experience the original River Dance, the entertainment event that continues to electrify audiences around the world as the Chicago Tribune cheers. It's unforgettable.
March 23rd at the Viero Event Center in Kearney.
And welcome back, everybody. Skip Berry along with Todd Gatula, Dave Greek down below, our ringside reporter here today. Storm lead 2-1. The Storm players, Todd, they like to give each other a hard time, to say the least.
Yeah, you get around a bunch of guys this age group, 20 and under, and you can bet behind closed doors and when out in public, they're not afraid to take a few jabs at you and talk a little trash every now and then.
And certainly they do on this segment prepared here by our own Kyle McBride.
Murph, for sure.
Murph. He's got all the right moves in all the right places, so.
Without a doubt, Murph as well. His moves are mind-blowing.
I think Murphy is the best dancer too. Pre-game, he's always giving us a little something, a little dancing when we're stretching or something, making us laugh, giving us a good time. So
the reason why I'm the best dancer is because I practice, but I think more importantly, I'm willing to do it though. I'm willing to go there with those moves. The passion's there, and I love doing it too. Most important.
Johnson.
Matt Johnson.
Matt Johnson, I think. Not to say that he's feminine in any way, because he's not, but I think every family, if it's gonna be successful, needs a mom.
Johnson. He's like June Cleaver, just all bouncing around with the curls in his hair and a nice dress, and always making us supper. He's like June Cleaver.
Matt Johnson.
Why?
Just absolutely loves everyone. He has the nicest heart on the team and willing to give anybody a hug any time of the day.
Pride Johnson. You know, one time I had a cut on my finger and he came over with a Band-Aid and he put some rubbing alcohol on it and he said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, Johnny, thanks."
Not myself.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't even know how I became a mom. I would say I'm the best dad. Probably.
Fisher. Brandon Fisher. Definitely. Don't Stop Believing, I think, by Journey.
Worst singer is Fisher, without a doubt. I don't think he can hear himself when he sings. It's horrible.
Worst singer's Fish, by far. Holy Fish. Terrible. Fisher cannot carry a tune in a bucket.
Well, that may be likely for Brandon Fisher. He's from Anchorage, Alaska. Maybe there is some good singers up there, to say the least. Storm attendance has been up great. In fact, tonight, a sellout in attendance overall in the year, up over 50% this season. That pleases the president, Greg Shea.
Yeah, we are up, but we're a long ways from where we want to be. And I think that it's encouraging to know that you're moving the needle. And that was the focus, is to be able to move the needle. Are we where we want to be in terms of our own benchmarks? And no, we're not yet. But You know, this telecast today is an example of a way to spread our product, expose our product to more people. And you know, if you're sitting out there today and you're watching this game or you're watching this interview, give us a chance. Maybe give us a chance if you haven't been here in a while. This is a new look event center. If you've not been in the doors in a while, I think you're going to notice that concession prices are more attractive than ever before. The value-added entertainment is more attractive than ever before. And oh, by the way, we got a hockey team that's doing a pretty darn good job on the ice, and we're proud of. And so,
well, there you go. Greg Shea, the president of the Tri-City Storm. Certainly great to see the attendance here once again tonight. Great. Game is obviously right now in the Storm's favor, up 2-1 right now. They're 7-0-0 and leading after one this season. They get goals from Nick Lappin, his first of the year unassisted, then Brian Ward, his first of the year, assisted by Soren Janssen and Matt Johnson. Storm right now getting just 16 shots to the net, 0 for 2 though on the power play. Same with Fargo though, they're 0 for 2 right now on the power plays. We look back at the highlights there. Fargo getting on the board first in that first period. Then of course the Storm trying to weather off an opportunity there on the power play, hitting a pipe was the Fargo Force defenseman Garrett Haar, and they continue though. Jimmy Mullen getting opportunities in that period, Todd.
Yeah, the Storm's been strong in the third period this year, Skip. We talked about that here in recent games, so you got to feel good about yourself coming in up 2-1 with the lead.
And the Storm right now up 2-1. We'll take a quick break. The start of the third period to come up here in just a bit at the Vero Event Center. They have the lead 2-1. Be back in a moment on KFXL, Fox, Nebraska.
Hi, I'm Darren Brown with Thrifty Car Rental and Sales. Everybody knows we rent cars, but did you know we sell cars too? You'll find nearly new car quality at used car prices. All of our cars are hand-picked and inspected before we ever sell one to you. See us online at thriftynE.com. Trade-ins are welcome, and we offer financing and are locally owned. Come take a look. And when you're ready, come talk to me, and I will help you find a great car at a great price. Thrifty Car Rental and Sales, 806 South Central Avenue, Kearney. Be smart, buy thrifty.
Announcing the Viera Wireless Holiday Sweepstakes. You can win one of several trips for 2 to Las Vegas, airfare included, where you'll stay at the famous Paris Hotel at the heart of the Strip, or win a guided and peaceful kayak fly fishing trip. Enter to win at a Viero store or dealer and check out our spectacular weekly holiday deals on our great phones and money-saving plans. And when you switch to Viero, we'll even pay your early contract termination fee. So enter the Viera Wireless Holiday Sweepstakes and experience the Viero value today.
To the start of the third period we go. Welcome back, everybody. Skip Berry along with Todd Catula and Dave Greek as the Storm have a lead of 2-1. The opening face-off here to begin period number 3 develops, and the Storm win it and get it in deep now in the Fargo zone. Again, the Storm 7-0-0 and leading after 2, Todd.
Yeah, it's a good telling stat for the Storm, and hopefully they can maintain that streak.
Here's Angeli trying to maintain some offensive opportunities here for the Storm. He gets stepped on there by Weisenhofer, but Weisenhofer trying to get back his stick does as the Fargo Force clear the zone. Down the ice it goes back near the D-bold net. Puck now played up towards the left wing side. It'll be taken over here. Soren Janssen now ahead as it's Angeli deflecting it into the zone. It goes back the other way. Now up the left wing side. Here comes the Force. Moving in an opportunity. The pass gets dropped there by Mullen, but intercepted by Middleton, and he plays it all the way down the ice, all the way back inside the Fargo zone. Picked up here by Kenny Brooks. His 19th birthday today. Shares it with Stormy this year. As the puck goes outside the left circle, it is Brooks trying to play it down into the corner, and Brooks will try to look to see if he can find somebody open, but can't get it there. Good job by the pressure here from Fargo, though. They do not give the Storm any room to make a pass or off that board, and unfortunately, the Storm have to go all the way back in their own zone to retrieve it now.
Yeah, Fargo real active here to start the third period. A little more aggressive than they've been here through the first 2 periods, getting some bodies on guys and running them into the boards and getting aggressive.
Here's the puck now up the right wing side, and it will be Kenny Brooks playing it off the boards ahead, and it goes in now into the Fargo zone, and it'll be moved ahead. Here's Puskarich, a tough angle shot off the outside of the goal, off to the side. Clock ticking down here, 18:24 to go in regulation time, and the Storm have a lead of 2-1. It is Brandon Fisher from his own zone. Up the right wing side, it'll be played up off the boards. Down the ice it goes, around the boards it now goes, where Puskarich catches up to it, gets there first, but quickly moved away. The Storm try to keep it in on the attack, goes back to Pinkston. His shot deflects away, and it is the Fargo Force with it moving ahead. In on right wing is the Force's Willie Corinne. And now he goes to the front of the net here. As the puck takes back here the other way, where Storm try to get it out of the zone, cannot. But Jerry had it just ahead of the blue line, so an offsides here against the Fargo Force. 17:51 to go, third period. The Storm have a lead by a goal, 2-1. Again, the goals tonight, Tanner Kiro got the first goal in the opening period, just 3:36 in, assisted there by Jimmy Mullen. And then the Storm get 2 goals there in the second, one by Nick Lappin, the other by Brian Ward. Hard to believe, 2 guys that haven't found the back of the net here this season, well, do so both in the same period.
Yeah, we talked about guys needing to step up, and those 2 guys both did, and able to manage one. Big hit you see there up against the wall, Billy Iserman.
And Billy Iserman displaying all sorts of abuse there on Nate Arntz as the puck is taken back here, and it'll be Brian Ward playing it up to the right wing side, feeding it off to Carpenter, who wearing 28 here tonight. Normally wears number 20, and he's a guy that's trying to really enjoy his time here with the Tri-City Storm, of course, coming over from the Chicago Steel in a conditional draft pick trade. So Storm didn't have to give up a ton for Alex Carpenter, but he could pan out to be a good player here for the Storm.
Yeah, Carpenter went that different number because these Boy Scout special commemorative jerseys were ordered before he was on the team. So that was the only blank one left, and we could slap the number on. You notice he's also the only one we could read his name because he's got white letters instead of the red.
Well, we could have read one, of course, Luke Sandler's number if he would have played here tonight, but Lappin came in, and you know what? I think head coach Drew Shannick probably enjoys that. The fact that he did get a goal here tonight pays off. Here's the puck now back the other way. The Fargo Force moving in with it. Taken back here. It'll be Kolomatis looking up ice. Sends it back behind his own net to Denis. Back to Kolomatis. Kolomatis now looking for an outlet. Goes right through. A diagonal pass up the left wing side. Trying to get it out in the neutral zone. Tapped away here. And it is Mullen who knocks it backwards. This is taken over by Yavenko. Played up off the left wing boards. A bouncing puck fumbling near the blue line. Storm quickly up the left wing side. Denis plays it on to Janssen. Now for Angeli. The puck is turned over though. Storm will get right back. And it's Janssen. A blast from the left point. And that gets it on net. And Zane Gothberg had to make a great pad save there with the left pad.
That Derek Angeli right there almost got a stick on it and able to put one home. He's shaking his head coming off here that was a little bit of a missed opportunity. Just couldn't quite get to it.
Now the Force play it across the blue line. Taken back here, and it is Kenny Brooks. Watch it go into the zone here as it's taken by the Force again, and they don't waste any time trying to move up ice, but right now the Storm trying to clog up the neutral zone just a little bit here, preventing them from really getting out. And you see them right now positioning in the neutral zone. The Storm steering it now over to the right wing side. It's intercepted on the left wing here for the Storm. Moving in is Lappin. Nice little step move there. Moves in. Left circle shot. Does not get through there. The defenseman in front there blocking it, Ian Young.
Well, correct, Kenny Brooks with a nice play there at the blue line to get that puck away.
And now up the left wing side, moving in, an opportunity there by Ray Camp. He gets shoved off the play there by Fisher. Gets the shot towards the net, but it gets now sent back near the point here as the Force have it on the attack. With it, a shot now to the net. Saved there by Diebold, and he covers up quickly as Weisenhofer gets the shot there in on net. And for the 32nd time tonight, Scott Diebold makes a save.
Yeah, Jimmy Murray rushed the net that time, trying to get a stick on the rebound, but Diebold's able to get it covered up real quick and save it.
You know, Jimmy Mullen talking to associate head coach Byron Poole earlier in the year before the Fall Classic. I said, so who do you guys got? And he said, I got a guy named Jimmy Mullen who's going to be pretty good. And, well, he was absolutely 100% right as the puck now shot out of play off a right circle draw. We'll redo it from there. Here in this third period, 15:06 to go. The Storm have a lead of 2-1, and Todd, right now it's all about trying to make sure that not only do you keep shots going to the outside, but more importantly, you've got to get some separation here. You've got to get up by 2 goals. Next goal could really win this hockey game.
Yeah, it really could. The way this game's unfolded, a 2-goal lead's gonna be a lot with 15 minutes, just under 15-minute mark here at this point.
Here's Carpenter trying to play it off to Murphy into the slot. The puck is loose, taken over here by the Fargo Force as Ian Young has it, and it is Young coming out to center ice with it. Plays it over to the left wing side. It'll be taken over there by Nick Oliver. He's hassled in the play there by Binkley. Back towards the left point. Young has it again, sends it cross ice, gives it off. Yavenko shot redirects over to the stick of Oliver. He can just get it back to the point. Ian Young's shot missing wide to the right. Comes all the way off the end boards, back out over to the left point. Excuse me, make that the right point as we have to reverse it here from our angle. People on TV, the problem about doing TV versus radio, Todd, is that, well, simple as this. People on radio can't see it. People on TV can.
Uh-oh, that means they're going to know when I'm wrong.
Well, typically they would know anyways. Here's an opportunity in front, an opportunity taken away there, and the Storm doing a good job to try to sweep it out as here's Puskarich getting it back to center. These specialty jerseys, hopefully the Storm can be 1-0 in these because they won't look so bad after it.
You know, sitting here looking Skip with 34 shots on goal for Fargo. you think back a little bit, early on they got the goal that slid through and it took the 1-0 lead early in the game about 3-4 minutes in. And now, if you think about for having 35 shots, although people have made some nice saves, there hasn't been a whole lot that really scared you if you're a Storm fan. You get the feeling that Fargo hasn't had like a ton of great opportunities.
But here's a shot to the net, just like that. Mullen does get a great opportunity there, but Diebold makes a right pad save. Boy, you spoke too soon. Don't you know? Here's the puck now, coming back across the way. A shot in there by Caro, saved away again by Diebold, and Diebold's made now 35 of those saves tonight, as he's only allowed 1 goal on 36 shots. Diebold's been a big factor here to the Storm tonight once again as the puck gets cleared all the way down the ice. They wave off the icing here because Hargrove slowed down trying to go back to get the puck, and because Colton Hargrove slowed down, the linesman can wave it off. You got to go hard towards the puck. If you can catch it before the goal line, of course it is not an icing, but still, that's the rules here in hockey. Very different from most sports. It lets the referee and linesman use some discretionary opinion to whether it could be a violation. As the puck now goes back and behind the Fargo goal and taken over here by the Force. They move it to the neutral zone, lose the puck possession though, as getting it right back as Fisher plays it off the wall, can't get it out, comes back to Pinkston. He fires it towards the blue line, can't get it again to get out of the zone. Raykamp had it, lost the puck, now it goes back and around along the left corner boards. Here's the puck now, is getting checked on the play there as Fisher, as he nails a man down on the ice, Murray, and now there's a fight breaking out along the end boards. It continues on. Fisher takes a jump there by Raykamp, and the linesman and referee all around the fight here as Fisher gets tied up there on the play with Raykamp, and that'll halt play here with 12:40 to go in this third period. And I'm not sure if that's a penalty at all against Fisher other than for the fighting major. Brandon Fisher, we'll see it on the highlight here in just a second how that happened, but Fisher going right out there with Raykamp, and when we watch the check here is Fisher landing right on top of a guy. And then I'm not sure exactly what happened, but Raykamp immediately jumped Fisher, so that should be a 2-minute instigator, really, against the Fargo Force.
Yeah, he took exception to whatever happened down there. Nice camera work by our staff here, figuring that one out. But getting a little physical out there right before that on the ice. You'll see Rick Pinkston took one up high in the face, and it was checking, and then down there, a little scuffle broke out. Boys getting after it, but he definitely took exception to Fisher's hit down there.
Well, now I'm not so sure what happened there, but it looked like the referee had his arm up on the play as he got wrestled on down there. Did Jimmy Murray. As we take a look here in just a second to what the calls are going to be, but a little confusion even in the scorer's table. And that happens sometimes when there's all sorts of things to sort out there, but Murray got wrestled down there by Fisher, and so I'm not sure if they're going to give an instigator here, but it looks like Raykamp's going to get the instigator, so it's going to keep it 5-on-5 hockey here. And still trying to sort it out here with 12:40 to go in regulation time. Storm leading 2-1, and right now the faceoff's position to be in the Storm zone. At least that's where 2 of the Storm players are at. And we wait here. Don't forget, the Viero Event Center is public skating here. Holiday ice skating starts next week with special hours. If you'd like to come out and experience what it's like to skate on the same ice surface as the Storm, well, you can do so by visiting the Kearney Events website at kearneyevents.com. All starts next week. I'll be out here skating. I'm going to try to get my son, I think. He was 18 months old to start skating. It's the Canadian way, Todd.
I love it. I love it.
Here's the puck now, down into the right corner. It'll go over to the side where Eisman tries to play it out of the way. It'll be deflected out to center here by Janssen, who gets it all the way down the ice. No power play here for either team, so it's still 5-on-5 with 12:22 to go here in this third period. And the puck all the way back in the Fargo zone. Ryan Cooper, a.k.a. not Justin Wade, as I refer to him, wearing Justin Wade's jersey here tonight, though, as Kolomatis playing it up the right wing side, gives it ahead, and now a collision in the neutral zone as Angeli goes down, lost his edge a little bit, not sure if he got upended, but now goes off the ice here. Maybe he hurt on the play. Yavenko from his own zone charges ahead, out to center ice, nearly loses the puck, now does, as he stick handled it right through the neutral zone. The Storm just able to take it away from the big 6'7" defenseman. Here's the puck now, sent in. Gothberg will play it away from his own net, tries to get it up there to Willie Corinne. Willie Corinne now trying to play it back down towards the left corner, and is Cooper again playing around to the opposite corner, trying to get it out of the zone. A big hit there by Middleton. knocking his man against the boards and doing so well there as the puck, though, comes free, and the Fargo Force get it back to center. And now a change here taken by Fargo.
You know, this is the third Storm game this week. They played a midweek game, a Tuesday night game this week, coming into Friday's game last night against Dubuque, and now today. So the legs get a little weary here. These next 5 minutes, as we hit down the 11-minute mark, they'll pretty be interesting to see how the Storm holds up.
Now Lappin tries to pursue a puck, but it is steered away there by Garrett Haar as the Fargo Force now sneak it into the Tri-City zone. Played now back and behind the Storm goal, where getting to it there, the defenseman Dan Colomatis flips it up in the air all the way down the ice, rolls down in on Gothberg. I don't think Gothberg expected it there because he reacted as if it was going wide, didn't even look around. And, of course, a timeout taken here on the play with 10:44 to go here in this third period. The Storm, they have a lead up 2-1. We'll be back in just a bit right here on KFXL, Fox, Nebraska.
Experience the original Riverdance, the entertainment event that continues to electrify audiences around the world as the Chicago Tribune cheers. It's unforgettable.
March 23rd at the Viero Event Center in Kearney.
The huge holiday savings at Viero continue, and right now it's free phone week. Choose from a select list of free phones, including the Samsung 3370 touchscreen or the Alcatel 255 full QWERTY messaging phone. The list also includes music phones, slider phones, and more. But hurry, free phone week ends December 15th. And when it comes to value, you can see for yourself why Viero stands above the competition in both service and savings. Plus, we'll even pay your early termination fee. Come experience the Viero value today.
Grab your sunglasses and a margarita and join us for the New Year's Eve beach party at the Storm game. On December 31st, watch the Storm battle the Omaha Lancers and enjoy the live music of Jimmy Buffett performed by Too Drunk to Fish. So roll out the beach towel for a New Year's Eve like never before. Then on New Year's Day, catch the Storm versus Muskegon for an evening of family fun. Welcome 2011 in style with the Tri-City Storm, the #1 party in town. Visit stormhockey.com for more, presented by Viero. Coming out of the break here, got a chance to catch up with Soren Janssen, who's had a nice offensive year so far for the Tri-City Storm.
Well, I'm hoping I can use my speed to generate opportunities and use my shot to capitalize on those chances and put some in the back of the net. Every team's good, so I mean, there's no easy nights, and you know, some nights you hit a hot goalie, or you know, the other team's just playing real solid defense, and there's not a lot you can do.
Soren Janssen been very good this season for the Storm thus far, getting back on track here in the last couple games. And been very impressive as the Storm right now have a 2-1 lead. Skip Berry along Todd Gatula back here at the Viero Event Center in Kearney, where the Storm playing in front of a sellout crowd this afternoon/evening now as we roll into the 5 o'clock hour. As the puck now comes in through the slot area, it's swept away here. Kenny Brooks catches up to it. Coming up after the game. Right after the game, we'll be talking with tonight's #1 star likely at the moment, possibly Scott Diebel. Hopefully get to him in just a bit after this game, but 10 minutes still to go, plenty of time left as the Storm right now with this lead here, leading 2-1.
Yeah, look at the shots on goal. We talked a little bit after coming out with 11 in the first period, and then the Storm just mustered 5 shots in the second period. Well, they managed to get 2 scores, just 3 shots on goal through the first half of this last period through 10 minutes. So not getting a lot of opportunities here the last half of this game.
Here's the puck now into the neutral zone. It is the Fargo Force that try to get it into the Tri-City end. Taken back here, and now it's rolling off the way. It is Soren Janssen. Here is Janssen moving in, lost the puck. Tries to get it back, it'll go in the neutral zone. The Storm trying to get another man out onto the ice. That'll be Andrew Durant. He's coming out there. Soren Janssen going after it hard. Checks Yavenko against the boards, and that's a big size difference there. 6'7", Ole Yavenko going up against a 5'9" Soren Janssen.
Yeah, 6'7", 225 is Ole, a big old boy out there. And he moves pretty well for a big guy too. We talked about last night, karate for Dubuque, and Uvenco moves pretty well too.
As the icing upcoming here against the Storm, they clear the puck all the way down the ice, meaning they can't change once again here with 8:57 to go here in this third period. And when you watch the way that the Storm play physically, it leads to great opportunities. And Soren Jansson's been a lot more physical here on this homestand, which is maybe why his offense also has been a little bit better here on this homestand.
Yeah, he showed some flashes of dominance talking to Coach Shenik. He mentioned that there's been times where he's just looked absolutely great, but it's just the consistency part, and they've talked with him about that, and he knows that, and he's looking to be more consistent, but played really well lately.
Force now keeping the puck in the Tri-City zone. Middleton will try to play it away. It'll go out to Andrew Durantes. He plays it up off the right wing side all the way down the ice. It goes off into the right corner. A check on the play there by Puskarich as the play continues on, and it goes back in the neutral zone. The Force play it around from there. Majeri tapping it off here as a shot coming in there, taken by the defenseman Garrett Haar as he now has a back up towards the blue line. Another collision along the Tri-City end boards. Colomatis and Oliver looking at one another. Nick Oliver, another big body here for the Fargo Force, as here's Haar playing it back behind the Tri-City goal, where it goes off into the right corner. Corinne had it, played away here, and it's Brian Ward trying to get it out. Brian Ward made a lot of fans happy here tonight, Todd. There's a shot out of the net, gloved away there. Colomatis tries to get it out of the zone. Now it'll be taken here by Carpenter. He kicks it back towards the blue line. For now, Fargo keeping it in, and it is Murphy with it, and he plays it away. Off to Brian Ward, sending it all the way down the ice. Ward will play it off into the left corner. After from there, it will be Ian Young, who taps it ahead up the left wing side. They swing it diagonally up the ice. In comes Jimmy Mullen, and Mullen lost the puck off his stick, and it goes right in on Diebold off to the side. And Diebold, easy little opportunity there just to cover the puck, slow it down. Guys like Jimmy Mullen in your zone, you typically don't want him to get the puck back.
Yeah, not the guy you want that dancing around in there and able to get him going. So Diebold just cover that up and learn to live another day.
Lappin to take a draw here in the right circle in the Tri-City zone. One here, and trying to get it out. They cannot. Here's a turnover opportunity, a shot to the net. Blocker save made there by Diebold as Raycamp right in the slot, getting it there. And now the puck goes outside the left circle. Moved ahead here. Once again, Fargo Force tonight coming in with a record of 10-9-4, getting above 500 just yesterday, beating the Lincoln Stars 3-0. Storm also one game above 500, but after losing yesterday to Dubuque. There are 2 games above 500. Here's a shot out of the net, save Diebold. Rebound shots, great save by Diebold on Jimmy Murray. 6:56 to go here in the third period. Another second comes off the clock, so 6:55. But what a save there by Scott Diebold. A shot from the point by Cooper, gets in on net, comes off to the side. Murray's follow-up does not get through. The netminder, Scott Diebold.
Scott, real nice playing steam shift over there on the rebound, kicking it out and shifting right over there into the crease and just getting that blocker over there to shave the shot.
Now a right circle draw. It'll be Angeli to take the face-off. Opportunity here. It'll be Denis pushing it ahead off to Derek Angeli. Now up ahead for Matt Johnson. He plays it in the zone around the board as it goes. It rolls around off to the outside left circle. Angeli will try to get that puck and try to keep it in. Could not. The Force knock it all the way down the ice.
Real key stretch right here with 6.5 minutes left for either team. Either Storm can take advantage or Fargo can try to get this tied up. So getting down to crunch time a little bit, you can start seeing guys press a little bit.
Icing on the play with 6:32 to go here as the Storm tonight trying to close out this homestand. You can, by the way, join us for the Storm games on the road next weekend. The Storm are playing at Muskegon and at Chicago next weekend. Listen to all the games on Classic Hits 98.9 FM. As we'll be in Muskegon, Michigan next Friday. 6 o'clock, Viera Wireless pregame show, by the way. Should be an exciting time for the Storm. The expansion franchise, Muskegon Lumberjacks. The Storm, of course, played the expansion Dubuque Fighting Saints last night. A week later, another expansion team, but this time on the road. Force now working it in, up the left wing side. A shot to the net comes off the side of the goal. Diebold sits on it, and it does not go in, and Curtis just waves it off to clarify to everybody that the goal is not scored.
Nice replay shot here showing that one.
Todd, doesn't it feel like right now, though, I mean, the Force are certainly trying to get things going here, but really the Storm are just trying to keep it a little slow, and they're not trying to do too much right now. They're just trying to get the puck in deep, but really at the end of the day, the Storm aren't doing a whole lot about trying to create chances for themselves.
I think real smart, steady play, which is what Coach Shannick wanted out of him today, and you always want to see when you got a goal lead. You don't need to do anything silly and turn one over or anything like that to give one up. So you just play some smart hockey and do your thing.
There's a shot to the net, saved away there by Diebold as Ian Young's blast from the slot area nearly gets past Diebold, but again, Diebold been really sharp here today. 39 saves now on 40 shots. Now cross ice pass, give it off. Here's Ian Young, another shot, redirects just wide. Diebold, though, looked like he could have been there for the save as well. Here's Mullen trying to play it out front, stolen away there by Pinkston. He tries to split the D, cannot, held in at the point. Cooper's shot, spinning around, trying to get it is Mullen. He puts a shot to the net, that's wide to the left, off the end boards, and it's picked up there by Pinkston, and he looks to fire it up off the boards, out to center, and a bouncing puck will roll into the neutral zone, and the Storm try to collect it from there. Still after it there is Nick Lappin, who got the tying goal there back in the second period, right off a face-off win, and able to do that very well. 5 minutes to go here in regulation time. Storm trying to keep this puck in the forced zone. Cooper, though, playing it off the left wing side for Murray, back the other way towards Cooper, now in behind his own net, giving off to Young. Young, though, could not get that pass cleanly. Now has to play it up off the boards, out to center. It is Bill Eiserman knifing at the puck. They're taken over here by the Force. They have to get back on sides, and now bringing it ahead. It is the Fargo Force who bring up that left wing side, but Tanner Lane can't get deep, and the Storm able just to get back in the neutral zone. Now back in on the attack. Yola Gavenko, nice little drop pass there. Off to Murray, deflected away, and still controlled here by the Force as they bring it right back in, and it is, again, a check there. And a penalty upcoming against the Storm for what? A high stick penalty here as Curtis blows the whistle here and will put the Fargo Force on their third power play of the game. I should say, by the way, not just their third, but rather, I don't know how that's possible, but they do have now 3 power plays somehow here tonight already, but this is just their third power play of the night. Off the draw, Storm trying to get to it here. As high stick penalty to Jason Binkley, putting the Force on the power play. Again, the Force power play this season, 8th in the USHL at 13.8%. Storm penalty kill this season, 83.2%. That's 10th in the league. As a shot now to the net, saved away there by Diebold, and in front, dropping his man on down the ice, was Dan Kolomatis, trying to keep him off his netminder. And the man down, trying to get back up outside of the goal. There's Nick Oliver.
Boy, Storm fans holding their breath on that one as the puck got bouncing around, and credit Rick Kingston came in there, and I don't see in the replay, maybe Rick didn't have a choice in going down after that one, but big gathering in front of the net and a loose puck always makes you gasp a little bit when you're up 1.
Off the draw, it is a Storm that get tripped up, and that'll take away the power play here with 1:37 left on the Binkley penalty. There will be a minute 37 time worth of 4-on-4 hockey, and then the Storm will get an abbreviated power play for 23 seconds as Nick Oliver goes to the box. 2 minutes for tripping.
It's going to be an interesting power play here with the 4-on-4 and a little more open ice. We talked about Fargo's speed earlier. I think it's probably safe to say this is where maybe they feel like they have a little bit of an advantage on this power play with their team speed. So it's going to be a test of wills a little bit between the Storm and Fargo's speed and the way they get up and down the ice.
Now 4-on-4 hockey here. So the Storm will get an abbreviated power play if they can hold status quo here. But here's now Brooks trying to do a little wraparound there on Gothberg, but Gothberg making the save. And now the Force back the other way. Check there on the play on Kiro. Just lodges the puck. The Storm have it back from their own zone. It is Brooks to center. Cross ice pass. Giving off to Simone Denis. Denis coming in on the attack. Moves into the slot. Nice little pass off to Lappin, but it is taken away there, and the Fargo Force with it. Back to center ice. Force chipping ahead across the blue line. Moving in with it, a shot to the net there by Lane. That gets steered away there, but once again by Diebold. And Pinkston tries to get it out. Cannot, comes right back to Kolomatis. He'll play it up off to the right wing side. Giving it there as it's Matt Johnson still with this puck, and now place it back over to Kolomatis. Kolomatis to Johnson across the blue line. Nice little move there. Tripped up on the play again. The play will go back the other way with the Fargo Force with the puck. 35 seconds left on this 4-on-4, and then the Storm will get their first power play opportunity here in this third period. With it here is Soren Janssen, plays it quickly up the right wing side, moving ahead. Johnson trying to feed it right back to Soren Janssen. Can't get him, and out the blue line, the Storm take it right back out in the neutral zone, as it is Rick Pinkston. Pinkston to Deneen, plays it up into the Fargo zone off the end boards. It'll be Gothberg playing it there, giving it over to Brian Cooper. Cooper plays it up the right wing side, out to center ice. Cut off there, it's Deneen playing ahead, opportunity. Here's Angeli, he breaks it, a lone shot, does not get off. A good defensive play there, and the Storm now on a power play here for the next 20 seconds. Trying to continue it on here. Trying to work along the outside right circle was Murphy, but the puck is turned over, and the Force get it into the Tri-City zone as we get a whistle here and an offsides against Fargo with 2:07 to go here in this third period. 11 more seconds left on the penalty to Nick Oliver, and that's all that remains of the Storm power play time.
Well, the Storm almost got one there, had a real nice chance to break it, but couldn't quite get the shot off. Fargo did a real nice job of coming on defense and knock that one away and get a body on some guys.
Opportunity here now for a face-off at center ice. The Storm trying to get it in deep with under 2 minutes to go. 2:04 to be exact here in this third period. As the puck taken over here, it is Yavenko trying to play it away. Now plays it up the right wing side. It goes back down towards the corner. It'll go taken over here. Yavenko now trying to move it ahead and spinning away from it here. It is the Storm with it. Down to the left corner. It goes back and behind the net. Minute 40 to go here in regulation. Storm leading 2-1. Does Fargo pull their goalie soon? We'll find out. Here's now Fargo moving into the zone. Opportunity. Majeri getting the shot to the net, and that's saved away again by Diebold. Another save here tonight. 43 saves and approaching a Storm record. Unbelievable to think. There's the puck now, played into the zone. It is now Diebold trying to tee it up off to the side, taken back here. It's opportunity in front. Hargrove denied. Great save made by Diebold. Point blank shot coming in, and disgusted on the play is Tanner Lane, who's robbed there by Diebold.
Boy, Diebold and Colomatis ran into each other there right inside the crease on the edge, and Diebold was just able to get back and make that stop. That could have been disastrous for the Storm as they got bunched up in there, and a real tough play for Diebold, but he made it.
And now a timeout taken here by Fargo with a minute 14 to go here in the regulation time. The Storm tonight, minute 14 away, as they're trying to get what would be their 9th victory of the year, the 7th one here on home ice. But tonight, it's all been about number 33, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It really has. He's looked really, really good tonight. Made some real nice plays. Hey, Scotty's been on fire here the last few weeks to a month or so. He's really played well. And talking with Coach Schenk this week heading into this game, he talked about Chris Holden, hasn't played tonight, and Scott Diebold really feeding off each other, making each other play better, and getting more consistent, pushing each other. And it's a real good, healthy competition. They're friends and they help each other out. But coming back to Scott, he's really played well tonight. He's made some real athletic saves at times when he's had to, and he's made the stops you're supposed to make.
And now a face-off coming up inside the left circle. It will be in the Storm zone here as it'll be in the left circle here as it goes back to the blue line, taken here, and a shot towards the net does not get through. Taken away there by the Storm, flipped out to center. 5-on-5 hockey here, but the 6-on-5 is an empty net back in the Fargo zone. Binkley trying to play it ahead. Is taken back here by Ian Young. It goes back the other way here as it will be the Fargo Force getting it finally in. Opportunity moving to the front side net. Opportunity, Jimmy Mullen tries to get it in, swept away there by the Storm. They have to get it out, and it'll be Murphy getting tripped on the play. No call is made. Out to center, though, with 43 seconds left. Storm trying to get it here. Mullen, though, has it in the neutral zone.
Great play by Rick Pinkston to make a block
the puck
there.
Taken away, and now it goes down the ice. Indeed, 30 seconds to go here. And a stick broken in half there. It is Nick Oliver's. Storm now watching it come down the other way in the neutral zone. 23 seconds to go. Back now to Jason Binkley. Looks at the empty net, chips it up off the wall. It'll be Shearhorn letting it go all the way down the ice. Will they wave off the icing? They will. Just 15 seconds to go. 13 seconds to go. The Storm trying to get their 7th victory here in their 5th out of 6 games here on this homestand. An impressive homestand here. Up the left wing side, 3 seconds to go. Puck in deep, delayed penalty upcoming. You can put it in the win column though! The Storm defeat the Force for the 2nd straight time. Doing so with Scott Diebold posting a terrific game here tonight. Just 5 saves shy of the Storm record with 43 saves at the moment on 44 shots. 2-1 is the final. We'll get the Viera Wireless 3 stars of the night here in just a second. As the Storm victorious here on home ice, again for the 7th time this season.
Real nice win for the Storm tonight. Skip had this homestand here with a bunch of games to pick up another win after falling behind early. Really came back. I think this is a good one. A feel-good win for the Storm to win this home stretch.
Absolutely, and the Storm here tonight picking it up in their specialty jerseys. Like I said, they'll all like their jerseys after the game. Well, I think they will like them indeed.
Yeah, the jerseys are going to be just fine. Those will be a hot commodity when they auction those off on the old silent auction here coming up for the Boy Scouts. So good win for the Storm. Great game by Scott Diebold, and a good all-around effort. Don't forget to credit the defenseman. Played really nice in front of Scott. Made a lot of nice saves and clearing some pucks that got to dancing around at times on him.
Storm getting the victory here tonight in front of a sellout crowd. That is now back-to-back years in which the Storm here have picked up a victory on Boy Scout Day, I guess you could say. Doing so last season against the Des Moines Buccaneers. And they announced the 3 stars here. Jimmy Mullen, the number 3 star here tonight. The number 2 star here tonight. It will be Nick Lappin with the game-tying goal. As Nick Lappin comes out on the ice to greet the fans, rolls on out, throws a shirt into the crowd here, and the number 1 star, there's not even a doubt about this one, is there?
No, I don't think there is, Skip.
43 saves tonight. What a night it was for Scott Diebold. An impressive game here. In just a bit, we'll go down and have Dave Greek talk with the number 1 star, Scott Diebold, who throws a shirt up into the stands. Storm win tonight, 2-1 the final over the Fargo Force, improved their record now to 9-7-4. The Fargo Force fall to 10-10-4 on the season as the Storm get the victory here in front of a sellout crowd. And now we head down to Dave Greek, who's standing by with the number 1 star, Scott Diebold.
Thanks a lot, guys. Our number 1 star of the game, Scott Diebold. Scott, 43 saves on the evening. You gave up one kind of early. Apparently, that didn't really shake your confidence too much, did it?
Oh, no, you just got to forget about the first goal. You know, you got to keep going. Team played really well tonight. I'm really happy with the boys. We just pulled away a win.
Well, you know, Fargo had a lot of chances this afternoon. They had 2 penalty shots in the second period alone. Have you ever had that experience, and how crucial was it for you to make both of those saves?
Oh, yeah, I've had a lot of those in my career. I love those. My favorite part of hockey. Penalty shots, breakaways, anything. But, you know, that was huge. That was huge.
And, you know, I'd almost like to give you the star of the homestand, number 1 star of the homestand. You had 3-0-0 on the homestand, a 1 goals against average. What's clicking for you right now, man?
Well, the team's playing really well. I mean, it's not all to my credit. They're playing awesome, making sure they're all outside shots, and credit to Holdy, too, picking up 2 wins.
Scott Diebold, the number 1 star of the game after Tri-City gets a 2-1 victory over the Fargo Force. Let's send it back upstairs to Skip Berry and Takatula.
And to Scott Diebold, what a great job tonight by the netminder. 43 saves, 5 shy of the Storm record, hard to believe. Remember to tune into the next broadcast, Tri-City Storm playing at the Muskegon Lumberjacks. That's next Friday night at 6 o'clock on the VR Wireless pregame show, right there on Classic Hits 98.9 FM. Of course, the Storm will be back home right after the USHL winter break. Don't forget about this. They'll be back home against the Omaha Lancers. You're not going to want to miss this 8 o'clock start time. Countdown to the new year with the Tri-City Storm that night. It'll be a lot of fun on New Year's Eve as well, a lot of promotions obviously going on that weekend, including January 1st with the Storm play the Muskegon Lumberjacks for the 2nd and final time of the season. Todd Katula, Skip Berry here on the broadcast along with Dave Greek. Todd, your final reaction to the game?
Yeah, good win. A fun one to watch. Well played by both teams, and it's always nice to see the Storm come out with a good one.
And more importantly, my record now on my birthday is a perfect 4-0-0, which is more important right now. So there you go, right?
Right.
Well, Stormy's birthday, well, he got a victory on his birthday for the 11th year here for the Tri-City Storm. Storm win by a final tonight, 2-1 the final. My thanks again to everybody part of the Storm Vision crew at the Viera Event Center, as well as Dave Greek down below, Todd Katula here. This is Skip Berry saying so long and happy hockey, everyone. Have a great night.